No, no, no.
100%. You started this fight.
It's gonna be called Zolai stands her ground. Okay. She's defending the honor of the town who has barely welcomed her. Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, we're streaming. Hi, stream.
We're streaming. Let music go. There we go.
Welcome, Fallen Star 1.
Hello, stream.
Oh.
Welcome, Pathy.
I'm so excited for my favorite, like, West Side, East Side girlies to join.
Oh.
Well,
right.
like... Sorry.
Who wants to do recap what happened last time?
Last time, Tasha and I had a very important conversation with somebody, and we weren't paying any attention, and... Yeah.
I poured my heart out. I remember that bitch. We helped some injured people, with the mayor's permission, kinda. I got covered for because I fully exposed myself. The mayor talked to us again, same with, Churchill, I think is her name. I think, maybe, hopefully. And we were mostly just talking to them for a while, and I thought it was going to be a roleplay only session. And then this guy basically demanded that we make room for an army calling themselves the something dragon army. I fully forgot. And then he kept like insulting us and being the rudest person on earth. And then tried to kick Zolai, so Zolai grabbed his boot, and then we promptly started a fight because of it.
Yeah. Hubert shot him in the kneecap, and then he got gored.
That's what happened at, like, the very end of it. What happened before all that?
There was a bunch of sick people. We were trying to heal them.
Bakaris the Younger was the sickest of them all.
He was
Uncle William is very fascinated with watching the tubes.
Yeah.
He's with the sick people now. We got some information out of the hostage and offered him food and went to different bakeries or something to get the food. I don't know. That's the part we weren't paying attention to.
Alright. Who doesn't have inspiration?
I don't. Why?
Well, you didn't recap anything. Like,
I
for
know.
Julian and Kendra.
I don't remember if I used mine or not. Let me double check.
I thought I got voted inspiration at the end of last session.
You did.
Click.
I can't tell if my inspiration's
I do have
active.
it clicked.
Is
it
the
red?
stars being... What?
Are your stars red?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have it.
Alright, Hubert also has it. Alaria, do you have it?
Yep.
Okay. Tasha, you don't have it?
I do not. Why?
Alright, you can ride their coattails. You get free inspiration.
Woo! I love riding coattails!
Alright, let's immediately get into it, right?
Okay.
We're gonna start some fight music.
Fight,
Fight,
I got so many notes. And then I was gonna write an introduction for this and make it rhyme, just like we did the Christmas one. And then I just ended up doing nothing instead. So.
Absolutely.
We're gonna start with Alaria's turn. I believe Zolai. What are the yellow dots? You guys remember what the yellow dots are for?
Are we
Are
supposed
we
Is it
supposed
blessed?
to be seeing a map right now? Because
Yeah, we don't got a map.
What are you talking about? Yeah, you should be able to see it.
Very slick.
We're living it now.
Very slick.
There's a dead guy here. There's a very alive warhorse. I would say Mayor Raven is hyperventilating, just being like, "Y'all just started a war. Y'all just started a war. He started a war." And she's looking up at Ed, who like gives her like almost like a reassuring nod, but there's blood like oozing off his tusk where he just gored a man to death, right? You have this guard Kyle right next to Hubert, and he's got like his short sword up, but when you look over here, this is 30 feet above you, right? So like from the ground at this point, you would have to climb 30 feet to get up to their level. It is a big drop off. This guy does have a little bow, but he is at a disadvantage. He really can't shoot them because all they have to do is take a single step back. So to even see them, you're having to like back up, and there is some protection from this wall right here. Again, Zolai went inside the steps, and she's at the top of the tower, so she is on even footing with them. And it is possible, I would imagine, that she could like walk this wall, and then just it probably would only be like a 5-foot climb to get up after that.
I was thinking about it, but like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a 30
It's a 30-foot wall, right?
I mean, it's probably like 25 feet.
Maybe when my turn comes back around.
Oh boy, what did we do, Ed?
You roleplay
He's gonna
both those
freak out.
characters.
What?
You roleplay both those characters. Roleplay with yourself.
Okay, but Ed's an elephant. He doesn't talk.
Alright, roll animal handling.
Wait. Is it Hubert's turn? Or is it Alaria's?
Hilarious.
Are they back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh.
Sorry, as
Yeah.
far as your animal handling check goes for Ed, Ed just is taking up a defensive position right now, and he's just looking at anybody that you're going to attack, he's going to attack. If they're going to try to get past the crowd to hurt anybody here, you feel like he's going to block them and defend them. Alright, Hilarious turn, sorry.
Ironically, there was one thing I remember now. I dragged my god into this war, and he is upset.
Ooh, that reminds me. Ask me what this means when it's your turn, the pink dot. Does anybody know what the yellow dot is? Yellow dot means you're up in the air. That's what it is. Because your owl flew up in the air.
Yeah.
So that it could be out of reach of this and give you vision, right?
Yeah, 'cause I think it was because Zolai was 30 feet above everybody in the tower and the owl's up,
That's
so
it.
elevation.
How are you doing today?
Okay. So, I recall I fired some beams at them, and they were excessively hard to hit with attack rolls, which severely limits my ability to do a lot of things. So,
Yeah, you are aiming up, and to be fair, all they have to do is like take a step back to like, you know, get out of this situation. Sorry, somebody's knocking on the door. It was Kendra.
So, Ilaria seeing the vine, knowing the vines are still there and still active and still
Welcome, Skendra.
posing a potential hazard to them. Let's see. Hold on. Let me use this new control. She is going to drop a little sploosh of acid between two of them. And I'm trying to find which effect that is. And could it be this one?
Quick
that's way too
acid.
big. Well, acid just changes the color, not the radius.
Yeah. But it was fire.
Welcome
some
to
Okay, well-
sparkles.
Two.
I'll
That's
put it
fine,
right
dude.
there in between those two guys. And I'll say it's like one of the vines that are reaching up and trying to grab people. It just looks like it digs into the ground and pulls out this orb of like viscous fluid. And then like a water balloon being popped, it just kind of pops in between both of them.
Nice. Dexterity save 13. Alright, so we're gonna go left to right. Left is a 6. Right is a 20. What happens on a fail? No damage. Or on a save. No damage.
A whopping 1 damage.
No! Oh! How? That's... Well... You know, sometimes you get
Wait a
all the
minute.
luck, sometimes you get none.
I had none last time. Wait, does this go up per? Hold on. No, it doesn't say it
When you're
goes
level
up
5,
per
it
level.
should go up, right?
Oh, it's level 5. Okay. Yep. Nope. Yeah. Just 1 damage to each of them then. Well, to the one that failed.
Yeah. It's,
Well, it's
I'd say from
Now.
your position, it's hard to even see how effective this is. You can hear lots of like grumbling and shuffling up there. You're not really close enough to even see the acid actually land on this guy. Now your owl could see this. They could see this. Would they have disadvantage if they're in the roots? Well, they did break the roots. It's just difficult terrain right now, I think.
Yeah. And then gonna move the owl. Oh, I can't spacebar move. Okay, hold on.
Oh no, it's different. You like right click, right click, right click, right click, right click, right click, right click. That. So while you're holding left click to drag, you do right clicks to move them from one thing to another.
And yeah, I'm pretty much having the owl swoop over there, well out of their range and well above their heads.
That's a good
With
question.
my whopping 1 point of damage this round. Let's go. Also, were we doing wild magic on cantrips or wild magic just on spells?
Oh,
I remember that was a special case last time.
probably just on spells.
Alright.
Unless you want to do it on cantrips.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We could I mean, I'd imagine like for now she's being somewhat controlled with it anyway, so in the last round she basically choked the dude to death with the necrotic stuff, so you know, maybe it's maybe it's a little drained right now, I don't know. Anyway, I'm done.
Okay. Alright,
Standing cover.
Hubert, with your animal knowledge and well, let's just do what do we want to do? Maybe a history check. Yeah, I said animal knowledge, but I'm changing it. Let's do a history check real quick.
Hubert fart.
I
Sorry,
saw that
I just
poof
wanted
of smoke.
I just wanted to use an effect.
All right, do a history check real quick as you watch. Alaria's doing some more like spell casting. You have zero knowledge about that, but then you see her little owl fly even further over here, and it's up in the air, and it kind of makes you think that it's trying to get distance between itself and those people with javelins. And you're somebody who's lived here for a while. They use javelins. The guards do often, and so you're
Oh.
thinking, and so you're thinking, I know exactly how far those javelins can travel, and it's about 1,000 feet.
I need to put acceleration.
Oh, yeah. If you don't have your acceleration hardware on, it's gonna be super laggy.
It's so slow. I rolled a 1, it looks like, but
Yeah, you rolled a 2 minus 1, and so that's why you got what you got. But yeah, you know for certain that Alari's owl is in immediate danger because those javelins, you know, a good javelin thrower can toss it about 1,000 feet.
Dead man's turn.
I will. What's that accent? I think your owl's in danger. That looks real scary. Maybe we should just apologize and go home.
I think you are well beyond that option.
Azur just does like a quick head turn and is like, excuse? And just kind of gestures to the dead man, and his blood
Well.
full on Ed's trunk. Not trunk, sorry. You get my
And to be fair, if we deal with them, there would be no witnesses. Well,
but there's thousands of them.
No witnesses, no witnesses, no witnesses, no witnesses.
I don't know. That was real gruesome what Ed did.
That's what you did the last couple.
I mean, he is my elephant, ain't he?
Mm-hmm. And you did shoot, several people's heads off.
Oh
I believe
boy,
we're
oh boy. Well,
return.
maybe I should just stay out of this.
Don't you dare. You have seen the same things we have seen. You cannot leave us now.
I don't really want to be killing all these people. I just got scared.
You're gonna be killed yourself? Because that's what they're gonna do.
Hubert's gonna just like wave his hands and be like, I mean no harm. And yeah, I'll just pass on.
Okay. Do a what would we use for deductive reasoning? It's definitely intelligence based. We could call it insight is more of your intuition. Yeah, let's do insight. Either that or investigation.
DM is muted in case you're not aware.
Fuck. Hubert, I need you to decide between either an insight or an investigation check.
I'll just take a few moments to find all my things. Please open. Investigation or what? Insight?
Yeah, or insight, you choose. You go on with your
insight.
This is you either okay. So this is your what your intuition says. Since you're trying not to fight and you're trying to convince them and you're never gonna you understand immediately. You're not gonna be able to convince them not to attack you when Ed just killed one of their people, right? And there's magic being shot up there. They don't seem too damaged at all. They're very like even squinting up at them, you're like, these people could make mincemeat out of even like the best guards in Vogler. And you're kind of looking at Ed, you're looking at Mayor Raven, who by the way is freaking out right now. And you're looking behind you, and then a thought occurs to you. It's gonna be very difficult for you to climb this 30 feet while they're chunking spears at you. But it would be just as difficult for them to climb down. So if you wanted to run off into the city, you would be able to get away. And that's where you end your turn. And that's gonna be blue targets. That's how I'm doing all these. I'm separating. So the blue ones get to go. Soldier. And they're gonna look at the two closest. We're gonna say Sam and Zolai. They get multi-attack, so 1-2 for Sam, 1-2 for Zolai. That's a holy fuck. Oh my god, Sam. Alright, Sam gets hit for 23. That's 6 piercing damage, 4 fire damage. So minus 10. He's got 1 single hit point left. Then gets hit again for another 10 damage. That's negative 9. Sam, you watch as he's got like his little bow and arrow, and he's staring up at the sun, and his eyes are squinty. He's got an arrow on the string. It's knocked back, and then just one of those flaming spears. You don't know how they're lighting these on fire, but it cuts right through his stomach, and it like pinpoints like a lawn dart into the grass behind him, just straight through his whole body, and just you watch this guy die on this spear in front of you.
Welcome.
The next two go for Zolai. Zolai has an AC of 12, so the first one's gonna hit, second one's gonna miss. First, you're gonna take 8 points of piercing damage, but you're raging. Let me put a little marker on so I know you're. So that's gonna be -4. Ugh. It does okay. It caught up. It did. And then also 1 point of fire damage, so -1 for that because you don't have resistance to that. Did that work? Oh, you're doing it. Good. You guys have to do your health because for whatever reason the new D&D doesn't like me touching the tokens. Second one is a 7 to hit. That's gonna miss. So yeah, they kill one of your friends, and Zolai is up there by herself on this watchtower trying to deflect these spears as it's piercing damage. It's cutting into your arms because you don't really wear armor, so you do have like a lot of exposed areas. And then it's singeing those wounds shut with fire, right? But it is your turn.
Okay, so if I wanted to clamber across this wall, what athletics?
I would say, yeah, or acrobatics for balance. This is definitely more of an acrobatic feature. This is a skinny wall. It is not super. If you look at it even on the map, this is like just 1 block thick, right? I feel like this would be really easy to bulldoze over. Like a carriage accident could like send this thing tumbling.
So acrobatics.
Yeah, so just do an acrobatics. That's a 19. Sorry, I don't know where the fuck I got 19. That's a 12. Yeah, that's good. You should be able to keep your balance all the way across.
Now, is it flush with this here stone wall, or do I need to climb up?
Gotta climb up. But it's all movement. This isn't like part of your action. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20. It's only 5 feet up. So that'll take.
It's only 5 feet up.
So that'll take 10 feet of movement. So you'll have.
I'm 7 feet tall.
Just hop.
Yeah, there's no check for this. This is it just costs movement, is all. So think of it as difficult terrain. So it took you 20 feet to get here, and then it takes you an extra, like, we'll say 15 feet to get there. So that's 35, and that's what your movement is, because Goliaths are a little OP in the new D&D. They get, like, so many, like, sub-racial stuff. They get extra, like, attack damage. They get extra movement because their legs are so long. I really like the Goliaths.
I'm supposed to, do the life-giving force.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll say you did this before you left. Who did you want to give it to? Your choices is Ed or Alaria.
Alaria.
Alright, Alaria, you get 6 temporary hit points. Okay. You are up here, and you have one guy who's in difficult terrain. You can see from this perspective, there are roots that have erupted out of the rock and the grass, and they have cut into like these guys' boots and armor, trying to slow them down. And there's little hisses of acid still, where something has exploded, and just it definitely is leaking off of this guy, and then it's on the ground near this guy, but not on him.
So we're gonna do the two-handed war pick.
24 definitely hits. There's no way that's the damage.
Yep.
Strength bonus plus
Well,
3.
I'm raging. I'm doing precise strike. I'm doing a reckless attack.
Yeah, alright. Which one did you do it on? This one? Left or right? I'm gonna give a little extra to this just because I think if you get somebody knocked down to their final hit point, it should be a little fantastical. So as you smash this, like he's got better armor than ever, like even Becklin, right? These guys are fucking geared to the teeth, and it dents the inside like of his chest, his breast cavity, right? And it knocks his ass back into the acid explosion here amongst the weeds, and he's prone on his back, like he looks like he can't even breathe. You feel like you have just punctured a lung that is filling up with blood right now. You have smashed the shit out of him. And because you have Warpick Mastery, it also means sap. If you hit a creature with this weapon, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll. So even though he lived, he's going to have disadvantage on his attack. So let me put a little thing so I can remember that he's got a element of some sort. All right, anything else?
Things.
Holy shit, I did not expect you to hit that hard. But that's you used your precise strike, which is a Knight of Solamnia feat.
The precise strike is a one-day thing. One time a day thing, right?
It's in your feats. I think it's twice a day.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep it on then. All right. I think I'm done.
All right, you end your turn. And now we're going to go to Darrett, who has fewer hit points than Sam did. And he's looking up at you, Zolai, and he's like, I'm coming up. I'm climbing up. 5, 10.
Darrett, I don't think that's a good idea.
30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He's only halfway up the stairs. Even dashing, you just watch as Darrett runs around your whole group. You tell him it's not a good. He's like, he turns his head over his shoulder. He's like, it's just something I got to do, Hubert. I got just like we did against that giant bunny with the colored eggs. We're gonna save the day. And then you can hear him climbing a ladder, but you can't see him yet on the other side because he just didn't have enough movement. But it also means he's protected inside this little stone guard wall, right, from Team Red. Oof. All right. Zolai, you are gonna get stabbed by everybody. All right, what does the most damage? Ooh, okay. So soldiers can make 2 of these or 2 of these. This guy is on his back, so he's gonna spend half his movement standing up.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Hi, Jenny.
Oh, hey.
Hello, welcome to Insanity.
I think she just set up her computer and Discord, and she does not have a working microphone. Potentially.
Oh. Give me a second, and I will set something up.
Well, hello, welcome to Insanity. Usually I'd recommend that you turn back, but you're friends with these people, so you know.
Heed my warnings.
We still cannot hear you.
Give me 1 minute.
Your Discord microphone is set up? To be the bright microphone? And the mute button is not pushed in? What other?
Your microphone might not be working, but let me get you. Make sure you have an invite to this. We made a little NPC that you could play just in case you got to show up, and you've been added to the stream. So every time you talk, we're gonna have a little icon pop up. And let me get your link, and you take your time. Like we got forever.
Forever?
Ever.
We got 2.5 hours.
There we go.
Invite players.
She's deafened, so I don't
Copy
know
the
if
link.
any of that.
Oh. All right. Well, I've got it set up on the stream, so, and then I've also got it set up in Roll20. Whenever you're set up and everything's going, we can. There's no rush. We can.
She has the link to the game. I'll send her one if she doesn't.
I sent her.
I sent her one too.
Okay.
Be
that'll
sent
work.
to everyone.
All right. So, where were we? This guy was prone, so he's gonna spend half his movement standing up, and he has disadvantage on his next attack. We'll say the next 2 attacks because he's gonna attack you twice. This is with disadvantage. Oh god, a 20 and a 12. The 12's gonna miss. The 20's gonna hit. Take 2 damage from slashing, Tasha. And then 3 damage from fire.
Hey.
Are you trying to kill my character?
There it is. I just have to click it every time. All right. And then this guy also gets to attack. And, he can't flank because... But he can take a step next to you. And then we'll do 2 long sword attacks. That's going to be 22 and a 20. Oh, God. All right. So, minus 1 damage slashing. Minus 2 damage slashing. Why does this only work sometimes? There it goes. And then minus 4 damage fire. Alright, we'll just remove it 17. Alright. And then Sam's dead. He no longer gets a turn. It is Azur's turn.
Okay, since you asked me to, what is the little dot for?
Ooh, perfect. So, you're watching, like, everything just go to mayhem right now. You see Zolai run across the top of this wall, jump up on top of the rest of the cliff. She knocks somebody into, like, that bed of thorns up there, but then they also have multiple swords. It's a 2-on-1 right now. She's fighting 2 people at the same time, and they are getting their hits in. And their swords themselves are lit on fire. And you feel like this is not a fight that she's going to be able to win. If she's left up there, she will die. And as things seem a little hopeless, you hear a voice in the back of your head. And it just says, "You should check your pocket."
I do just that. I feel around in my pockets.
In your pocket, you find a weird coin. It's a gold coin that has a black crescent moon on one side, depicting a many-headed dragon. And then on the other side of the coin is the golden depiction of an open book, which you know is the signia, emblem, whatever, of your god, right? So we're going to show this to you. This is a wondrous item that came out with the new D&D DM's book. Just a little token of someone's appreciation and faithfulness. It only has 1 charge, but you get it back daily. You can take the magic item and toss a coin in the air, and it expends a charge. And then you roll any dice. If it's an odd number, it's heads. If it's a tails number, it's odd. Sorry, I did that backwards. Heads for even, tails for odd. It's in the description. If you get heads, you can target a creature you can see within 60 feet. The target has to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. On a fail, they take 2d4 psychic damage. And they have disadvantage on their next attack roll before it makes at the end of the next turn. On a successful save, the target still takes half the damage. But if you flip tails, you mentally hurt yourself for 1d4 psychic damage. And
I'll just like in thought. Give me a sec.
yeah, as you're looking at this coin, you realize this is something you have somehow brought forth into this reality. You were kind of like, oh, I'm not afraid of this dragon goddess. I have my own god. That was last session. And he definitely does not want to fight this person. And somehow you have a coin that is half her and half him now. Whatever that might mean.
I have now make 2 gods of war. This is great. Anyways, first things first. How far away are these people again? Plus, I know the movement, like the.
Let's see.
The square,
so
5 feet.
We'll just do this plus 30. So that's 70 feet. That's 75, 75, 80.
Okay. Well, they are all in range. I've been locked out of my character sheet. 1 second, I have to refresh the page. So sorry for the bugs and such. First things first, firebolt.
Uh, 15's gonna miss.
I have to scroll all the way down, sorry. And then I promptly look at myself and I flip the coin.
Alright. Choose a target within 60 feet. You might have to just get closer.
How much can I move again?
Your movement should be 30.
But the range on the thing is 60, correct?
Yeah. So it'll be like, if you got here, you could hit him, like from this spot.
Azura heads under the cliff before she crouches down and flips this. E. I got a 3. So
Alright.
I take damage.
Okay, roll a 1d4, and that's how much you hurt yourself.
Wait, what?
1 damage.
Alright, you go from... That's 1. So,
-1.
for everybody else, you watch as Azur tries to shoot a firebolt up here. Zolai, it would probably whiz right by you, and then everybody else, because you wouldn't be able to see behind you, she just runs up, she flips a coin, she catches it, and then she holds her head and winces. Whatever that means.
Azur then proceeds to yell at Alaria. Do you have any long-range spells?
Of course I do. I have plenty.
Then maybe huddle up with me and we'll just double team them. And then I end my turn.
Alright, Alaria.
Would I, just looking at the battlefield, would I have, even more or less cover if I were to duck directly under the cliff? Because I imagine that would make it really hard for me to hit these guys, too.
That's kind of a shitty situation, because there's no lip that's going over, right? So if you run up there, it's going to make it harder for you to hit them. And you imagine they could just like peer over the side and like just start throwing stuff at you.
Yeah, that's about what I thought was gonna happen.
Whereas right now, if we're looking
Thanks for
at
the
this,
sub-goals on trial.
like this wall has some kind of like they're gonna have to move their bodies like this way to be able to aim on this side. So like where this guy's at, there's the wall. There's no way he can hit you. This same thing. Where this one's at, they can only attack whatever's on this side. This guy, he could hit like here down. This one could probably hit you where you're at, especially if he went over one. So it's all like about constant maneuvering. So there are ways that you could be like, all right, well, I'm going to move to here, and then I can't get hit by any of them.
All right. So, knowing how hard these guys are to hit, I don't feel inclined to use any good spell slots. So I'll look at Zolai. Like, how beat up does Zolai look from my angle perspective?
Do a medicine check. Or an insight. Medicine would tell you exactly what's wrong with her. Insight would be more about her mental state, I guess, and what her body language reads.
One second, sheet weird. Yeah, the pop-out sheet's weird. One second.
Okay.
There we go. I see the problem. Okay, probably medicine.
Okay.
And yeah, no, I can't do that. That's all I got.
On a 9 medicine check, I mean, you're not a physician. You see that she's been hit by javelins and she's been stabbed 2 or 3 times with a flaming sword. But you really can't get a readout on what her physical pain like tolerance is right now because she's so hulked out. You can see the veins on her biceps. Everything is clenched and tense, and she's just kind of like screaming through the pain right now. If you had to guess, she's about, halfway down, halfway up. Glass half full.
Okay. So for my turn, I'm gonna have the owl. Perfect.
It's delicious schools on trial.
All right. So I'm gonna have the owl fly from where it is and just swoop down,
Welcome, Gusumtrill.
like past Zolai. Maybe, I'd say like just swoop down past Zolai, and just enough to maybe like have some of its feathers just like graze her shoulder. Because I don't want to land. It kind of has to keep flying.
Mm.
So when it gets to here, and this is Alaria telling the owl what to do. So when the owl gets to that point, Alaria, gotta get to my spell sheet, is going to. This is the first time I've done this. So you'll see Alaria's hand start to glow a little bit. Ooh, I'll say since the dude that she strangled with her hair, like the hair finally retracts from around his neck and kind of wrap around her arms and into her palms and then recede, and in her palms there's a little bit of light. And then you see her clench her hands, and the light vanishes as then the light appears in the talent or on the wings of her familiar. And I'm gonna hook Zolai up with cast spell. Some cure wounds.
Woo!
Cure wounds is so good. All right, Tasha, add 14 to your health.
Yay!
And then it's gonna continue.
Holy crap, that puts you almost all the way back at the beginning of what you had. You're so close to full health now. Just that one owl. All right, we're rolling perception checks for this fucking owl now. Sorry, good.
That's fine. So that was the owl's normal movement. So then I'll just have it double move. Does that put it at 60? Right back to where it was.
All right. Let's see.
And that's I'm just gonna stay in. Oh, I can move too. You know what? I'm gonna get in cover. As in, I'm gonna dip just in the door of this tower. I don't know if there's a door on my side or if I have to go around, but I'll have plenty of movement either way.
Here, I'll paint the doors on there. There's a door right here, and then a door right there. Actually, that doesn't make sense, huh? Why would the doors be on the outside?
Thank you for the gift, Goose.
We're gonna change that. We're gonna retcon that. That's the worst design ever. It's like, sorry, put a gate here, but you can use the door to go around. Well, it would make more sense if it was here. Because this is the inside, right? Okay.
Yeah, so basically I'm just dipping in to cover. And that's my turn. I don't want to get hit by a spear. I'm squishy.
I do.
Oh no.
Well, oh yeah, you know what, maybe as the end of my turn. Well, as much as I understand, Hubert, you don't want to be violent. We are well beyond the point of negotiation. And of course, we can save more lives by eliminating them, possibly, than letting them, well, get away and report back.
I guess so. Zolai does look a little ruffled there.
That and Zolai might die if you don't do anything.
Okay, Ed, how are you at climbing wall?
For whatever reason, Ed looks at you, and he just gives like one single nod, and then he looks towards that cliff, like he knows exactly what's up.
Have you ever seen an elephant fly?
Let me make sure. I think this is based on the idea that you were going to pick some kind of tiger, but I think he has a 40-foot climb speed. And since that's what, the Beastmasters get in 2024, that's what we're sticking with. Yeah, Ed doesn't even, it's not difficult terrain for him. He can climb 40 feet up a tree or a cliff.
Stop rolling.
What is that
Get
elephant
pieces.
eating, and where can I get some?
Oh. My computer is doing that thing where I can't hear anything.
Uh-oh.
What did you just say? I didn't realize you were talking, and then all of a sudden you were talking.
I asked, what was that elephant eating, and where can I get some?
Why were you asking that?
It could climb, like,
Because it
what was
can climb trees.
Where can I get some?
Okay, I heard Cute was randomly talking. And then I think you talked. My computer keeps doing this weird thing where Discord mutes. and I am
Oh.
like, am I alone? And then all of a sudden, the voices come in and they're sped up and interrupting each other. Weird.
Oh. Okay.
So
All right. So what's the plan, Stan?
I was just going to run over to Edbert, as you will,
Mm-hmm.
and no, I guess that's Hubert's name, not Ed. And get Ed to like plop Hubert up on the tower with everybody. If that's okay. Like, have him pick him up with his trunk and put him on the tower.
You want your elephant to grab you and throw you up into the air on top of this tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could do that. He's really strong.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now just
Actually, I need you to do an acrobatics check to see how well is Hubert good at balancing. If you get picked up by this elephant's trunk and he flings you up there, are you going to land on your feet?
I wasn't going to get him to fling me up there. I was going to let him gently raise me up there on his trunk.
Ed's not 30 feet tall.
Okay.
It won't take damage.
Acrobatics.
okay. Ed.
I just need you
Nice to meet you.
help and get me
In
up on
RP.
top of that tower there. And Hubert goes up. Splash.
Okay.
Maybe.
Sorry. A certain Canadian daughter is donating subscriptions over here. She's gifting subs. And she said this
Make
is so the
sure
kids...
that when the time comes, they can get the Switch too.
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, I muted earlier. I just I had to put in my Razer microphone, but there's a lot of background noise, so I have to keep muting.
Oh, that's okay. Dude, they're so hyped
Thank
about
you.
that Switch 2. Like, the minute it was announced, they were in here.
Is it officially announced?
Yeah.
Big sis giving me money for Bomberman R2.
Coming out sometime in 2025. I suggest waiting until November to get it because Pokemon
Yeah.
ZA comes out and they're definitely gonna have a themed one for it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it'll be
that's
more
exciting.
colorful instead of the black.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, Hubert on a 6 acrobatics. Elephant Ed, he's gonna lift you up with his trunk, and just so he's not completely tossing you, we'll say he like puts his 4 feet. I don't even know what they have. They're not really hooves. They're just like stompers, right? Up against this wall, and then that way he only has to like do a layup instead of like a free throw, and then he shoots you up, and definitely. On a 6 acrobatics, we're gonna say you overshoot and you land right here on this ledge. And it's one of those moments where like you're on your tippy toes, your arms are like flailing, and it's like you're about to go tumbling down this wall, but you managed to catch yourself. And you're up there, and all you've used is his action and your movement. And you still got more.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh. Okay.
And then, I guess. What's Hubert see when he looks over at Zolai?
Hold on, I gotta edit this. What do you see when you look over at Zolai? She is fighting 2v1. There's plants that have like magically erupted out of the ground. There's little splotches of acid. There's scorch marks where somebody missed a fireball. She herself has a lot of like wounds on here that seem to be like in recovery mode right now, because like you can see her skin that had been split open on her arm. It kind of like knits itself back together and it leaves a little scar tissue, but like she's standing her own right now. But it's definitely, there's 4 of them. She has 2 of them directly in front of her trying to like actively murder her.
Okay. Well, Hubert's going to aim at that guy and whip out his pistol, his trusty pistol, and whoa, watch out, Zolai, I don't want to see you get hurt. And yeah, he's
Which one?
Gonna
This guy on the left or the one on the right? Oh, I see
guy
it.
on the right.
Why does your pistol have a fog machine attached to it?
It's an old antique pistol that has a lot of smoke that comes out of it.
I think you could do like smoke as like a missile and then draw a line. Pew! Like that.
As a missile?
Yeah, all the effects
It's
have a drop
brand.
down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can scroll down and be like, Nice. 22 is definitely gonna hit. 22 is high. Oh, because you rolled an 18. Alright. What does Vex do? If you hit this creature with a damage, okay, you have advantage on your next roll against them. Nice. Okay. Alright, that definitely bloodied this guy. We're gonna say he does have this super thick draconic red and black armor. You hear the bullet kind of like dent into the little pauldron where his left shoulder is, and then blood just starts pouring out of this wound, and it comes down over the black armor and it drips down onto the cliffs right next to Zolai's foot. And your pistol is so fucking loud, everybody can hear it. It's like a thunder spell. So probably for at least 300 feet, it was just this kaboom. Because this is what Uncle William gave you. It is a relic.
What's the death? Oh. Ooh. Okay, sorry.
Also, Jenny, are you available to play?
Yes, sir. I am home. I am ready. Yes, sir.
All right. I've got your sheet.
I did restart my.
Okay. I'm gonna
Oh,
add you
I was just gonna
in.
say I did restart the thing as soon as I saw Winifred there, and now it looks like I have a character sheet, and it's. What the fuck? Why is it so cool looking now? Wow.
Oh, this is
Technology.
2024.
Oh, these are new rules. This is the new D&D. So it's all new stuff.
Weird.
That also means that you have like new abilities, you have new rogue stuff. So like if you use a dagger, you get to use your main hand and your offhand as one action now, so that you can use your bonus action to do other things. Like there's lots of changes. But
I
we
like that
picked...
you can do like a whisper versus public. Wow. Advantage, disadvantage. Wow. Wow. Oh
Wow.
my. Wow. Wow.
Do we have like a
You
Owen
look like
Wilson?
the 4th of July. Wow. Oh, I was doing Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Do I have a
Do I
bonus
have a lot
action
of
to use
background noise not being muted?
You do have a
Oh, I don't
bonus
know.
action to make Ed do stuff.
But didn't I use Ed's action?
Yeah, so that would be your bonus action to make him throw you, but he still has movement if you want him to.
But did I use all my movement?
No, you used no movement.
I used 10.
Did you? Because he threw you.
Yeah, I walked 10 feet
Okay.
up to him. And then I think I'm just gonna duck down for cover.
All right, good luck.
That's my turn.
All right, so Winifred Burlybeard, you are a dwarf. You're a guard. Your mother was a guard, and her mother was a guard, and you guys have been like protecting this little fishing town like your whole lives. Everybody knows the Burlybeards. It's a strong dwarven name, and it is your turn to come up here. But there's this guy named Kyle. You're supposed to like take turns guarding the gate. Nobody's ever done anything bad. There's never been any kind of invasion. There's no enemy forces. These gates have not been shut your entire life. It's so much dirt like crowded around them. Like you're not even sure if it would be possible to close them. So this is like the easiest, most boring job you've ever had. And it's literally just an exchange of shifts. But recently, during this festival where there was like fishing competitions and like it was very Stardew Valley-ish, right? Some mercenaries started murdering everybody in town and all of like the soldiers and stuff. So everybody's like really anxious and up in arms, like we're under attack. You managed to win, but you don't know what's happening next. And so as you're like going just up road, like you could see there's little houses to your right. As you're traveling up the road, you can hear gunshots being fired. There's a man balancing on a wall over here and then cowering. There's people on the cliffs that are like just fighting with swords and axes and war picks and stuff. Magic is illegal unless you have a license. Magic is being flung like crazy. There's an elephant that has blood running down its tusk. It just, it had flipped that guy up into the air a minute ago. The mayor herself of the whole town is like quivering in fear right now. She's hiding behind the elephant and this wall and next to this warhorse. The guy who you're supposed to tag out, his name is Kyle, and he's right here. And he has like a little crossbow and his hands are shaking. What do you want to do?
Has that gate that you said is not supposed to move, has it been touched at all?
It is not. It is wide open.
What do? What is my movement? Where do I see this? I would like
30.
to walk over there. Gorgeous. I'll meet up with Kyle. I'll just go on my merry way because we're gonna tag out and just be like, yo, Kyle, what's going on? What? The gate. It's open.
He's just shaking his head. He's like, there's, I don't even know. This woman, and she's up there fighting them. She pulled this man off his horse and an elephant killed him, and they're trying to throw fire spears at us, and it's bad news. It's bad news. The mayor's gonna die. And the mayor's like standing right there, and she says, I'm gonna what?
I was gonna say, she doesn't, I don't see blood on her, but oh. Okay, quick question. Is my loyalty to the gate or to the town? I don't know, my family's been guarding
it's
this
to
for quite
the
some time.
town, but your position is like, don't let, enemy threats pass the gate, I guess. And this is kind of an attack on the gate.
But I'm not going for the elephant. Right.
Right. You would know
I'm
that
just trying
this
to go to
elephant
work.
lives in town and works on a farm.
I don't know, what can I do? Oh, Lord. I should have looked at my character sheet a bit more. Oh.
You have a bunch of daggers, and you have a sling. You could pick up rocks and launch them at people. You're also very fast.
I would like to do just that. Who should I sling? The hash-slinging slinger. Who's hurting the elephant?
These guys right up here with the little red dots and the blue dots.
Oh, but they're so far away from the
They're
elephant.
very far away.
Will my slingshot reach?
If you want to do it regular, you have to do it within 30 feet. But you could throw a rock 120 feet if you had to. But it would be a disadvantage. You could also just run up the door and try to, dash and meet them later. As a rogue, you
Even
could
though
dash
I've
as an
already done
action,
my-
dash as a bonus action, and do your movement. And you could go 90 feet instead.
Of course.
You're
But the
short and
people with the
stout,
red are
but
hurting
you're
you?
fast.
Gorgeous. I'm coming into this confused. I just have a bit of coffee. But I see my door is ajar, and I see my elephant hurt. She's such a hardworking farmer. And I love the farmer so much. Oh. I'll take a dash action to go over here. And then I have a bonus action, and I could dash again. And I think I'll do just that, because I don't believe I have any moves that are bonus actions that I can do right here. Alright, could I slingshot as a bonus action or no?
Well, you could have used your
Or would it
movement
just
as a
be
bonus
action?
and then saved your action to slingshot.
Can we pretend I did that?
Yeah.
Yay! I'm gonna sling these hash-slinging slingers. Wow. Range 30 feet. Gorgeous. I'm gonna go for the blue one.
You also happen to be a mastery of slingshot, so I enabled that on your sheet where it says like mastery name sling. And actually, you get sneak attack if you hit one that's next to Zolai, so we can enable that too.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is Zolai the blue one?
Yeah.
Zolai is the giant blue one.
I'm so sorry. He said the red markers were evil
Oh,
people.
yeah. I put red on her so that I would know she was raging. I should pick a different color. What if I just do like an angry face or something?
All right, I'll do the one beside the miss. The gentleman to the right. And
Okay.
wow, master at slingshots. Do I just hit my sling and attack?
Uh-huh. And hopefully that should put it in the chat room.
My character sheet just keeps getting frozen and it won't let me hit it.
Oh, that's my fault, because if two people have it open at the same time, it fucks it up. And I had it open because I was turning on your sneak attack, and so it messed it up. It should be alright now. If it's not, you might have to close it and open it again.
I'm so sorry. It's stuck on the loading die.
Oh.
Nice to meet you. MRP.
Can you hit the settings on your chat? Like to the right, where the chat room is? Maybe it has something to do with that. I would turn on like doing like, let's look at it. Graphics. You can change your FPS to like 30 would be alright probably. And then audio and video, you can change the music volume and quiet that down. Text chat, like while we're doing stuff, right? And then dice options, you could do enable 3D dice, automatically roll 3D dice. Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
Gorgeous, thank you. I think it should. Do.
Because it used to be a thing where you'd have to drag it off the sheet, but the sheets are so big that it's hard to do that. Nice. Okay. Well, a 9's gonna miss. But that's because you rolled terrible.
Can I say that it hit his foot and he's just confused?
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So everybody else sees like just as if you're from here like Hubert is, right? You know this person, but everybody else, you've never seen this dwarven woman. She just comes up and she just has a slingshot, and you watch as it just kind of lands on this guy's like bladed boot, and he just looks more confused than anything, and he just kind of looks down over the edge. Anything else you want to do?
I want to stick my middle finger up at Hannah and say, "Don't touch the elephant! Don't touch my gate!" And I would like to end my turn there. However, I am very confused about how to end my turn.
Oh, I don't have any of the mods won't work because all the new D&D was breaking everything, so there's no like buttons to push anymore. All right, so in your turn.
Okay, perfect.
That's blue guy gets to go. So.
And I'm still sticking up the middle finger. I didn't put my finger down. It's just being held there until my next turn.
All right, well, we'll fix that.
Yowzer.
We're going to try to kill Hubert, but we're going to have... You're ducked behind some covers, so we're going to give you... It's... we'll say 3 covers, so we're going to give you +5 to your AC. That's going to make your AC 19. These 2 are for you. That's going to be a 17 and a 16. So you can hear, like, the javelins bouncing off of, like, the wall right next to you, Hubert, as they're trying their best to stab you. But missing. And then this guy, because there's this girl down there flipping everybody the bird just right out in the open, he's gonna aim for her middle finger. That's an 18 and then a natural 1. Oh wow. 18 a hit, so that's gonna be 6 damage, 4 piercing, 2 fire. As Winnie gets hit by this flaming javelin, like in the middle of you flipping them off. That really, to be fair, it helped your teammate here, Zolai, because they were all just ganging up on her. And you've distracted them enough that they're actively, like, trying to just kill the dwarf first. But this is a fumble. He got a
And
natural
like
one.
swear and be like,
so-
oh fuck, and stick up the other middle finger.
All right, somebody roll a d20. Well, since you got hit, roll a d20. Like, you should be able to like slash roll space 1d20. Oh, you already did. That's a 6. You did it so fast. All right. Resounding deflection.
Yeah, I
you
did
have
it so fast.
you have disadvantage on your next attack. All right. That sucks for me. We'll put that on there. So this guy fumbles as he's chunking spears at you, and you watch as he just biffs one, and it doesn't even stick in the ground. It lands like horizontally, and the shaft of it just kind of does this warbling noise, and it just bounces and slides off the edge. Like it's the worst you've ever seen anyone aim, and he's just like stunned at his own like inaccuracy. Zolai, it's your turn.
I think I'm just gonna do the same thing to this other guy that's like next to me.
Give him the good old war pick.
That's 19 hit.
It does. Oof. All right, describe as you murder this guy.
So Zolai just she's in the heat of battle. She's just swinging, and this guy just happens to catch a hit. It is what it is. Not even on her radar. She's moving on.
Can I describe it?
Sure.
Zolai, in the middle of a rage, swings her axe haphazardly, and it just cuts almost the entire top of this man. He's practically cut in half as his body falls limp to the floor. The blood splatters.
Bloody.
Conscious. He's conscious for just a second before his eyes roll to the back of his head.
And there's more.
To be dead.
What?
Oh, I said, does he look shocked to be dead?
He looks shocked at the damage for just like half a second before he's just dead.
All right. You still have a bonus action. You still have movement. This guy's dead on the side of a cliff. This is the one that that little guard down there you saw. She was flinging rocks up here, and she was flipping him off as he died.
Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a thing called Frost Chill, and it says free action. Is that like a bonus? Is that the same as a bonus?
No, it just means that for free, it's like a, when you make an attack, if you land that attack, you can do this frost shield. And so it's extra
So I
damage
can't
you
like
get.
attack this other guy.
No. Not till you're like
Then I
level
end my
5.
turn.
Not till you're- Alright. Now we're gonna go to Darrett Highwater, Hubert's best friend. He uses the rest of his movement to get up here, and he looks so surprised because he passed you as you were saying, "No, Darrett," right? And he's like, I got to do this, Hubert. And he just went up like 3 flights of stairs to see you already down here, crouched behind this wall. And he puts one foot on top of the wall, and just like that Captain Morgan stance, and he pulls out. Does he even have a weapon? Hold on, I gotta open the sheet. He does. He has a heavy crossbow. So you watch him. All right, he can barely lift this thing up, and you can see his arms like quivering. And he's aiming at the guy next to you, Zolai, and he just shouts from across the wall, Miss Zolai, if you could just duck, I ain't too good at this." And then with one eye closed, he pulls the trigger. Oh, miss.
You got this, Derek.
And you see a heavy like crossbow arrow
Nice to meet
thud
you.
between you and this guy, and you're like, if this would have hit you in the back of your leg, this would have crippled you. This dug itself into like the stone itself. Like this was a massive hit with terrible accuracy, as if whoever shot it has never fired a crossbow before. All right, this guy's dead. He can't go. This one's alive. He no longer has disadvantage. So we're gonna attack Zolai twice. That's gonna be 11 and a 6. That's Dookie. Azur's turn. You're at the bottom of the
Alright,
cliff.
give me a
Lots
clip.
of blood. I would say let's get creative, right? Let's get some red, and you can see. Ugh, I don't know why there's green there. It's
Not even.
red and green blood. All right. What do you do?
Sorry, taking just a moment. I promptly use Sacred Flame on... Hold up, let me ping him. That guy.
If I could, right? Maybe do it on this guy.
Okay then, it just has to be within 60 feet.
He's within 60 feet. This is the one that's actively keeping Zolai from running away. Because if she moves, he gets a free attack.
Alright, yeah, they have to do a dexterity saving throw.
What do they have to get?
Pragmatic succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant
Alright,
damage.
they have negative dexterity because their armor's so heavy. So he got an 11. That's a fail. Roll your 1d8. You don't even... I'll tell you right now. He has 1 hit point. So you just describe how he dies.
If my acid splash hit him, he'd have died.
Yeah.
Azure is still clutching the coin in her hand as she's like holding her head, and she sees this person like, you know, next to Zolai, and she at this point is just fully starting to see red, and this kind of flame encases around what was her her holy sigil for a second before it kind of like. It looks like almost the way vines would seep up a path, but pure flame before it just engulfs this man and turns him into ash. A white fire, I should say, sorry.
Nice. Oh, I was muted. Sorry. Alright, he's dead.
Thought I just did
Burned
a
to a
terrible
crisp.
job.
You still have movement, and you still have... I don't know if you have anything you can do a bonus action with, but you at least still have movement.
Well, I could do something with my bonus action.
Also, roll an insight check real quick.
Dang it, not again. One sec. First, I flip the coin with my bonus action.
Alright, roll 1d4.
Wait, hold up, getting that insight.
Thank you for the gift gets, Gendra.
I don't know if that did a save or a check.
A hype train has been started.
Oh yeah, 15. Sorry. Just once again, my head just kind of splits open with pain, and I'm now fully holding my head. What'd the insight check do?
On a 15, you can study, like, just out of the corner of your eye, you see this girl right here. Shift C. She's still got the red and black armor. She's been untouched. Her eyes have been following this owl the whole time. But as soon as she sees this guy basically turn into ash from your sacred flame, you watch as her body prepares to run away. And you have a feeling that they're going to try to skedaddle. And you know that if they get, like, within 10 feet away from, like, the ledge, there's no way you're going to have line of sight to even hit them without climbing up one of these walls. But you know they're about to run. Which you could just let them run.
Azure promptly saying this with a headache goes, "Hey, Zolai!" At, like, the top of her lungs. And then promptly points to the girl. "Sick 'em!" And you can see, like, this playful looking
Wait, what girl? The guard?
The
Sick'em.
Oh,
That
this one.
one.
Sick'em. All right.
Okay. I didn't respond to that.
Sorry, it was coughing. I had my turn after.
So I was telling Nito about the subs and the hype train and the Switch 2, and Captain came in here, want to know what was going.
Now
Jane,
I
let
let
me
him know
tell
about
you.
the Mario Kart as well.
Dude, Mario Kart is very competitive in this household. For Christmas, Vala wanted this. It's like the wheel with the pedals and stuff. That's what she has. She races every day, not with a controller, but with like the actual wheel and stuff. And she has the brake pedal and the gas pedal, and she races her grandmother like 5 days a week. It's her favorite thing. All right, sorry, Ilaria.
So it was called out that. So is it all of them running or just that one?
Oh no, it's all which there's only 2 left, so it's both. Why is this guy
Oh.
got a no sign? Oh, he has disadvantage. That's why.
And I doubt I'm gonna be, with considering my performance last round with my whopping 1 point of damage. I doubt I'm gonna be able to effectively stop them. So, this is quite the predicament.
Could just let him go, right? What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, what if? Alright. I'm gonna have to do this. Okay, so... Let me measure something. Okay. Alright. So, Alaria, she had ducked in here to, like, try and not get smacked by anything. Then she's gonna duck back out. I have to choose. I know Zolai moves pretty quick. Okay, so she's gonna look at the one. Oh, can I ping? Look at that guy. Yeah, so she'll duck her head out, see that guy out there, and then she will focus a little bit. Focusing. And utilize. I need to see if this what kind of action this is to use it. Basically, innate sorcery. Bonus action. Okay. Because I really want to make this guy fail because this is a very high level spell slot. So she's gonna look at this guy and hold her hands up like she do like little L's with both of her hands like she's about to take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, just so many things I gotta click through to get things working. And cast Vortex Warp.
Okay. I was reading about that today. Magically twist space around another creature you can see within range. The target has to succeed a Constitution saving throw, or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. So, what's your spell DC? Because it's going to be +1 with the innate sorcery.
So it will be 14 right now.
Constitution. They do have +1 to their Constitution. So that means I just gotta get a 14. So I need a 13 or higher. 7.
All right. So this guy up here is gonna see like the floor beneath him just turn into like the grass splits and just disappears from underneath them, and they just kind of like slip into like a cartoonish portable hole, and then another one would appear right here.
I don't know how to do the goofy like scream.
Right in between the dwarf and Azure.
He looks completely like just he has no idea what's going on. For a minute he thought he was just being deleted from existence. Whatever magics they're used to and whatever army he's a part of, it's definitely not this, as everybody else saw exactly what Ilaria just described, and he just poofs from that position right next to the guard between him and Azure, or her and Azure.
And Alara's gonna call out, "You two got this," and then start moving. So it's 5 feet. So right there. And as far as the owl goes, well, if they start running, just kind of swooping right there. That's all I got.
Hubert. Garrett's right next to you. He's got that big ass heavy crossbow that it's obvious he doesn't know how to use it. He almost killed Zolai with it. And he's just like, let's do this, brother.
Oh, there you. Are you sure you know how to use that thing?
He's got
My man will.
1 foot like on the front of it as he's using both hands to try to pull this like the little string back, right? To make it tight so it catches onto that little hook in the back. And you feel like he's gonna shoot himself in the foot.
Oh,
I got this. Bigger they are, the more harder they hurt.
Oh. Do I have a longbow on me that I can give him?
It's
on my equipment, but it's not
then,
like equipped.
I just
Would-
have
and
it
it is-
toggled off so that your your combat tab doesn't get like filled. So these are things you have on you. Yeah, you have a longbow, short sword, scimitar.
And this would be lighter and easier.
Yeah.
I'll maybe try this one. There.
He looks at you and says, "That's a good idea. I don't think I can hold this up much longer." And he chunks it over the wall, and it lands right next to this little dwarven guard on the ground, almost colliding into her.
Oh. And
Ah, son of a bitch. I gotta roll the damn
Oh,
table.
you used your thing. Yeah, you need to roll.
who's that person?
Which one? Oh, this is the one Alaria just teleported down here onto the ground so that these two could beat him up.
Okay. So Hubert's gonna point at this one, and you leave my friends alone. He's holding his pistol out still. So he'll just used it, yeah. Just 23 hit.
Hold on, I gotta make sure we're on the right. I'm using the wrong table.
I copy pasted it.
Oh, you got it. All right, yeah. A creature that is friendly towards you appears in a random unoccupied space within 60 feet of you. The creature is under the DM's control and disappears 1 minute later. Roll 1d4 to determine the creature. All right, roll a 1d4. Sorry, Hubert. This was before your turn. I just forgot about it. And then we'll go back to you. What the hell is a Modron, though?
Mechanical dude, man.
Modron. Monodrome.
Google kind of makes him look like the golden snitch from Harry Potter, but with an eyeball. Kind of cute.
There's a
You're
Quadron, Tridon, Mono. There it is. All right, so
Oh, that looks spooky. Before it had a thing.
it does look like a snitch.
This Mike Wazowski.
Is it snitch or snitch? I don't remember.
Yeah, random
I'm gonna have
unoccupied.
an
I say it in a British accent.
Actually, we're gonna say
That's
it
Mike Wazowski in a snitch.
up there.
So it's almost, you know what? Since it's Hubert taking a shot, we could
Yeah.
probably say like, as Hubert's firing the pistol, like that thunderous crackling sound, it's almost like that crackling sound just made this other creature just appear out of nowhere. It's almost like simultaneously.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Hubert, which one were you? Yeah, all right, I see. Roll for damage. That's definitely gonna hit. Oh, bloodied. Already.
Crash.
Hubert!
I'm just gonna, just for the sake of like speeding this up a little bit, I'll say as soon as you hit that, we're also gonna let this thing have its little attack. Critical hit. All right, give me the crit damage. Not much, and then a 15 is gonna miss. So, 6. Hubert, you pull out your pistol and you shoot this woman as she's fleeing. You're shooting somebody who has their back turned to you, by the way. Not sure if that's super honorable. And it's enough to propel her forward. You could hear like a little yelp come out of her lips as she has this huge bullet hole in her side now, leaking down her armor. And then this golden flying little one-eyed mechanical thing just starts using its tiny little like twig-like arms, and it just starts clawing at her face rapidly. And you can see like the little bits of flesh. It's just little tiny cuts, but there's so many of them, right? It almost makes it look like she has like gills almost. It's having so many long thin slices, one after another, just parallel to each other. What else you want to do?
I will. Did I? I'm just gonna duck that and be like, did I get it?
Derek gives you a thumbs up. You about blew her butthole out of here. She ain't gonna know which one to wipe in no more.
Welcome to Scare.
Oh, okay.
I love Derek so much.
Would you like to use your
Don't
bonus
say
action to
that.
have
The
Ed?
DM's gonna kill him.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
kill him
shit.
this
I said
episode.
Derek gets on my nerves.
You don't want to use your bonus action to have Ed do something?
No.
All right, Winnie's
He's my
turn.
support Ella.
Sorry, was my finger broken or was it blown off?
Oh, they were aiming at your finger, but for sure. Well, actually, no. You're just kind of a reoccurring NPC. Yeah, no, you don't have a middle finger on your right hand anymore. They used a flaming javelin, and the pain was excruciating. You were missing your middle finger on that hand. You still have the middle finger from the other hand, which you used to flip that guy off till he died. It's not going
I'm
to
gonna look at
affect your
Derek.
damage, but good.
Or not Derek. Who was it? Kyle, the useless one. I'm gonna go to give him the finger and be like, "What are you doing? You're not doing anything." And I'll be like, "My finger's gone." And I'll put up the other finger for him. Be like, Kyle, do something. Go to the mayor, protect her. I'm gonna look at the man beside me. Does he look ugly? Can I make his sheep bigger somehow? Is he ugly? Oh, damn it, he's kind of cute.
A little bit. He also has like a little teardrop tattoo under his eye. He's got like little feathers behind him and this big sword.
Y'all know what the teardrop tattoo means?
He cries a lot.
Yeah, she's...
No.
No, the teardrop tattoo means he killed someone. Okay.
Maybe.
She's gonna look at him and look at the carnage and be like, you're trying to go for my elephant? And attack. I'm gonna stab him.
Yeah.
You're flanking,
the
so we
advantage.
give you +2. But that misses. But since you're a rogue and you have mastery over daggers, you get to make a second attack for free as your main attack and not your bonus.
Is that what the nick is?
Yes.
Gorgeous. Do I just hit dagger finesse again?
Uh-huh. Hit.
Good. I'm going for his middle finger. I'm trying to chop it off, but like get an artery or something. Get like a
Yeah.
really good like vessel to make him bleed a lot.
Nice. Alright, just roll for the damage in the chat, and it should have your sneak attack ready. Because you're flanking with Azure, so.
Did that do it?
Hmm.
Is his finger cut off?
How did you get so unlucky? Yeah. You rolled 1d4 plus 2d6 plus what, and it only ended up with the 6 because you rolled a 1 and a 1 and a 2. But we'll say it's enough
It's
to
the
get
first
his
day back
finger. We can
jitters.
still cut his finger off. And he's so mad,
Yeah.
and just like he starts screaming at you, but it's in this language that you don't understand. It's very guttural, very like ha ha, and just it almost sounds like he's got like a loogie that he has to spit up, but you're sure it's some kind of language. And just there's
So you
blood
say
gushing
hawk
out of
tua?
this. Yeah, he's giving you a little hawk tua.
I'm gonna be like bashful. I'm gonna like see his face, do it out of anger because it's like, how could somebody this attractive be an evil, stinking man? And then he's doing that to me. I'm gonna face the other way a little. No, I'm not going to actually. I was gonna moon him.
Wow.
Still do it. Still do it.
I'm still gonna moon him. I'm mooning him as my bonus action. I don't know if that does anything.
Do
I'm gonna be like, kiss
performance.
Oh, it covers her eyes.
What is
What is that line from The Good Place?
Which one?
The human insult.
It's a human insult. It's devastating. You're devastated.
I do performance.
I don't know, I think it's on the left side of the sheet. I just want to see how devastated he is by this. If it's gonna like, I'll say if you can get like above a 15, then he's gonna have disadvantage on his attacks because he's so pissed right now.
Does anyone in the
On my
party
sheet,
understand?
all I see is ability scores. I see strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. There's no left.
Is it a pop? Is it a pop out sheet?
Are you sure? It should be to the left side of the
Skills?
sheet underneath in skills. Yeah.
Oh, I see. And what is it? Performance?
Mhm.
I'll spank my butt as well. Get that extra oomph.
You're not sure because you've got your back turned to him right now, but Azure, you know that this guy is about to shove that sword right up her butt. He is pissed. Capital P. And,
Azure's,
is
like,
it his?
peeking
And it's
through,
his
like-
turn next. Oh, nice.
No, it's not. The blue ones go on the other
and my
one.
turn there.
The red ones go on that one. You marked it. And you
Oh,
did
I
it
marked
last-
this guy both blue and red, didn't I? hold
No,
on.
yeah, you marked the
No, it's
that
blue.
guy.
It's blue. Look, when I hover
No,
over it, the number
red.
6 is all. No, the reds are number 2. When I hover my mouse over it, it dings him, and then him. So that means her and this guy go, and this
But
guy.
then why
like
did
I
they
said.
go on the... Okay.
No, it's right.
Azura just promptly screams, "Oh goodness!" and covers her eyes again.
Now this
Could
sword
it
is
have
on
been
fire.
bonus
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm
Kyle's
so sorry.
and Kyle's look away.
This, oh man. The first one I swing is a critical hit. He got a 24 crit trying to slice your cheeks right off. He's so mad and screaming in a language you don't understand.
Can I use my inspiration to make you reroll?
Is that how inspiration works in the new one? It might be.
I don't think so.
Let's read. Because it changed it somehow, right? It's now called Heroic Inspiration. You can only do one at a time. If you have Heroic Inspiration, you can expend it to re-roll any die immediately after rolling it.
Any die. Doesn't say my die.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you can. I would say you could do that.
Okay. My inspiration is gone. I must save Jenny's life.
It definitely doesn't say. Yeah, you choose which one. For example, if you. Yeah, it says any die immediately after it's rolled.
We love a loophole. Ooh, ooh.
Re-roll.
Air hole.
I'm just rereading again to make sure. Okay.
He's very upset.
Yeah, because that was so funny that she moons
Don't
him
get
and
in
then
that
he
20.
crits on her, and I was like, here's 20 fire damage for trying to. Alright, 18.
Fire
So-
damage to the booty is insane. That's literal. That's like a literacy. Like, I don't know. That sounds poetic.
This isn't gonna be
Gets
fun.
branded.
Alright, 6,
After you have Taco Bell.
12. That's 18. This is 27 damage.
Jeez.
I have 24 health.
Oh, yep.
So either way, it was a critical. It's okay.
Blah. Okay. Sorry. Alright, so Azur, you watch as she moons this man, and he's still, with only 4 fingers gripping his sword, he slices right across her exposed skin, and then you just see this little dwarven woman just hit the grass. She's got scorch marks all up and down her butt, and like, just... he made it look so easy. It was like watching a little kid fall, because she is kind of short, right? She's probably about 4 feet tall, and just, that's all it took, and he turns and he points at you. I still don't understand what he's saying, but it can't be something nice. And this
Nobody
girl...
understands him?
No.
You have the wrong language on my thing. Sorry.
Or you don't have Draconic.
I know, but I'm just looking at it now.
4, 6. Oh my god, and a fumble.
So anyways,
1d20.
Oops, sorry, give me. What is going on? If I may know. So what's going on? Am I going?
Sorry, no, I had to
or-
mute. No, it's not your turn yet. This guard had her turn. She came up, she slashed that little robot, cut it in half with one swing, and then somehow fumbles after, and so now whoever attacks her next has advantage, and it's Zolai's turn.
So is this acid stuff still active, or can I walk through it?
It is difficult terrain, but it won't hurt you. So
And
it
you
takes
can also
like,
go around it.
yeah, you could also just go around.
That's okay.
Zolai just jumps over the whatever that is, tentacles, and she brings her her war pick down on this guy.
You get advantage on this attack. So you can.
And we're gonna
22
frost
birds.
touch
Okay.
or frost chill. My bad.
Describe how you kill him. Or it did. You see where it says it was precise. Oh, you had precise strike on.
Can I
Can I not do both?
Didn't you already use both your precise strikes?
You are correct.
You are correct. You are correct.
So that's -3 on that. So that's 10 plus this, which is not accurate. That's 1, 2, 3. It's still enough to kill him. It's
Okay.
It's not 25 damage. It's more like 15 damage. But they only had 6 hit points.
Okay. I'll still want to
use my frost chill. So as Zolai's bringing down her war pick, there's just like tendrils of frost and ice. Like it's like the air almost changes around her war pick, and she slams it into this guy.
Alright. Looks like everybody's dead up here. There's only one person alive, but he just killed off another person. Maybe. Anything you want to do while you're up there?
Do I recognize any of their insignia or their armor or anything like that?
Make a religion check.
Bye, Jenny.
My friend.
Oh wow, so I don't see jack shit. Okay.
Yeah, you do see an insignia, and to you it's just like multicolored, and you don't know what army fights under a rainbow or whatever.
Well,
Yes.
booey.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I end then.
Alright. Darrett has that longbow, and he has advantage because he's up high, so we're gonna do roll 20 plus, what's his dexterity? 2, should see 4. Alright, and then we're gonna roll another. Ooh, alright. Using Hubert's longbow that he gave him, that's a 1d8, right? Roll. That's 2.
My longbow?
Mm-hmm. I think it's 1d8. Well, if it's not, it just is if it's in his hands. He leans over this wall, and again, he does that thing where, like, he's seen other people do archery, so he closes one eye, and he says, "This is how professionals do it, Hubert." And then he just fires an arrow that catches this guy right in the thigh, and, like, he is bleeding dangerously close to his own gonads, and he drops to his knees. All the grass around him is stained crimson because he's got very few hit points. It is Red's turn. There are no Reds alive. It is Azur's turn.
Okay. There is immediately hold up. If I move like that, will they get a free hit on me or no? Also, can you see my measurements?
I can see them. Yeah, if you move like that, he does get a free hit on you. Why are you trying to move like that?
Okay. How many hit points do you think this guy's got left?
You could just go like this, and then there's no free hit. As
Oh,
long
well-
as you're within 5 feet of him, he doesn't get anything.
Yeah, I'll just do that. As there moves like that. And promptly use it. Quick question. Is she dying or dead?
Dying. Death saving throws.
Okay, let me just, sorry, just give me a sec. Oh, well, never mind, I guess. Spare.
Yep, that is an automatic success. This doesn't restore any hit points to her, but it does make it to where she's not dying, she's just unconscious.
Yeah, sorry. I thought it was the same. Thought it was the same as Cure Wounds, so I was gonna be like, well, there goes my last spell slot for the day.
Nope,
But
it's a
no,
cantrip. It does not cost a spell slot.
Okay, and then Azura's gonna do something she hasn't done before. She just kind of like reaches somewhere into her robe, and it feels like an infinite void with how long she's just like shuffling in her robe for just a second, and she's looking at this man intently with a.
You cut out.
She again. Oh, all good. She's like shuffling in her robe, and it feels like her robe must be infinite with how long she's spending shuffling, and she's staring at this man intently with an unreadable expression for several seconds before. Hold up, I gotta pull up the character sheet. True strike with her mace. Oh, hold up.
Those are both actions. You can't do both of them.
Dang it. Do I not have a bonus action or no?
Bonus actions usually don't do a whole lot. Let me open your sheet and see. I think you have like some feats that might be bonus actions. Let's see. Nope, that one's is a magic action, which is an action. That's a magic action. Spells. Nope. No, you don't have anything you could do as a bonus.
Oh, sorry, friend. I do not cast Spare the Dying on you. I assume Ilaria has Spare the Dying, but if not, oh well, this is about to be over.
You take back your healing them? Okay, that's fine.
Yep. Good old mace with True Strike. There's the mace.
Oh, crit. Hold on, let me see what the True Strike damage is, because True Strike has changed in the new edition.
Alaria does not have Spare the Dying.
Well, either way, this fight's about to be over.
It just, the attack uses your spellcasting ability for the attack and damage instead of strength or dexterity.
Enjoys it here.
So
Please
that's going to
follow the
be
stream.
+3 instead of. Let me just find a mace True Strike. Over strength, so it'll just be +1. Okay. So do crit damage and we'll add 2 to it.
9.
Describe it. He's dead.
Azur, after shuffling in her pockets for like several moments, she looks at him for a second and says, "Who you serve under no longer has their eyes on you. You have failed them, and you are no longer worth their time." Before she just like caves this guy's skull in. Like she just swings the mace as hard as she can.
All right. Turns are over.
Feels like that ass.
You have one dying dwarf. What do you guys want to do?
Spare the dying immediately.
That will not bring her back to consciousness, but it will keep her from dying out.
How far up is this wall?
Hey, question. What the frick is prayer of healing?
It's helping me down.
It says it's an attack, but it doesn't say it's like, I don't know if it's a spell or not. It just says attack type healing.
Hold on. Let me look at your sheet. So to do your spells, click the spells tab, and what do you want to know? Aid?
No. On my just normal combat, it says prayer of healing.
Prayer of healing. Where?
On
Oh,
combat.
I see. Prayer of healing. Up to 5 creatures. I think that's a spell that you don't have prepared right now. Let me look at your spells managed.
Well, everything else is like spell attack,
Yeah,
things
you don't
like
have that prepared. It's something different. So if you would
Okay.
have prepared this spell, let's see what it does. Up to 5 creatures of your choice who remain within range, which is 30 feet, for the duration. What's the duration? Doesn't matter. They gain the benefit of a short rest, and they also gain 2d8 hit points. And a creature can't be reduced by the spell again until that creature finishes long rest, or affected rather. Yeah, this is a spell that you could have taken. It's really good, but
yeah,
you
let me
didn't. So
just,
I will remove it. There you go.
I'll just have to prepare it next time. But for now, I will quickly do this that I didn't know I could do, called Channel Divinity Present Life. And Azur kind of takes out the necklace that has her holy sigil and just presents it. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming like holds it up to this dwarven woman who has a flaming butt now. Before
It's still smoking. You can still see where it was
she's
smitten.
smothering
Smoke.
herself. It restores 15 hit points.
That's so. All right, so you press your holy symbol from your god to this woman's bare buttocks that has been cut and burned, and you heal her for 15. Is it? Hold on.
I hope she's gonna be okay. I don't know why she was fighting with us, but it was awfully nice.
Yeah, you
Is
regain
there
half your health,
muttering?
and you wake up.
Like-
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, you go ahead.
No, I was telling Ginny, her character, you are half health now. You are awake as this elven woman is touching your butt with her holy item.
But of course, you don't know what a holy item is, so it just looks like this lady's pressing.
I feel like the proper reaction here is to go, holy shit.
You're icing me. Thank you. Has anybody ever put like ice themselves after like Taco Bell? You know the feeling.
What?
If not, that's what she feels. What?
Is that a Canadian thing?
No, I'm not aware of what you're talking about.
Or like when you
This
use.
is a
Never
very-
mind. I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna elaborate further.
No, please.
You know, like
elaborate.
if you like poop
Please
and like you don't get it all, and you use like a baby wipe, and it feels really good and like cooling. Like when you were a child and you didn't
Okay.
wipe properly.
Okay. I was thinking like, I don't know, like
It's a
sitting in the
nice
snow or
relieving
something to
sensation.
cool off.
I was thinking like after Taco
Honestly,
Bell, you sit on a bunch
That
of.
sounds like a great idea.
I'm like, it only snows here like 3 times a year, and it's like, no, we don't get to ice off after Taco Bell.
Oh,
Sorry,
you should
laughing.
she's just holding. She's holding her cheeks still. She's letting them be soothed. Like the
Azur is
coolness.
now like desperately
Thank you,
trying not to
stranger.
laugh to death. She is struggling though. You can see her like on the ground, like banging the ground, like.
Thank you, kind strangers. Is my gate closed?
It's wide open.
Kyle, do your fucking job! And I'm just gonna look for
Actually,
him.
look,
Blair.
Kyle is
Where the
gone.
fuck did Kyle go? Where the hell's the mayor? Please, my tushy hurts. Can somebody close my gate? It's my one job. Payday's Thursday. Oh.
It never closes. Are you sure you're not going crazy? Azur's now like picking herself up. She was like, did
Thought
you
it was like
see
rusted shut with a
anything?"
bunch of like.
She's like raising like one eye very quizzically.
It's like rusted open. The protocol really would be to shut the gate because you guys are being attacked and you don't want them to come in, but it's definitely stuck like ajar.
I'm gonna like slow like bear crawl on my knees to the gate and just be like, I'm just gonna. My butt. Actually, I'm gonna pull my pants up.
That's a good
I've been
idea.
bear bummed that whole time.
Azur,
And
like,
this is my
following
post.
Woman, like what on? Azur's now making small
Good.
talk. So
Zolai's gonna gather up the bodies and bring them down.
And if we have time, Alar's gonna try and make friends with this horse.
All right, and well, it's gonna take them forever to get these gates shut. They're gonna have to do like an athletics check. Do an animal handling for the horse. You gotta get pretty good.
I know I'm terrible at this, but at least guidance might help, maybe. Oh, okay.
Ooh. For whatever
Natural
reason,
20.
this horse has just been trained to be like very subservient. Whoever like scratches it behind the ear is its new owner, basically. Like all you had to do was treat it with just an ounce of like respect, and it'll just do whatever you want. This is your horse now.
Yay! Remember that time when we didn't have a horse?
Oh, I have an elephant.
And I guess since it's gonna take them a very long time, I'm gonna have the owl scout around.
Azor is still trying to make sorry, I can't speak. Conversation with this dwarven woman, and she's like, "So, what's your name? You go around here a lot?"
I'm so sorry. Was that Tamar?
To the
Yes.
little dwarven woman. I don't remember her name. Jenny, I know is the player name, but
Good. It's your sister. Oh, I'm doing quite well, thank you. My name is Winifred. You can call me Burlybeard if you want. It's my last name, surname, but I kind of like going by it. As you can see, I'm very burly, and I used to have a beard. We don't talk about that, though.
Azur's like nodding her head. By the way,
Kyle, one time, he was a dick, and he just wouldn't stop going up. Oh, a bearded woman. Oh, go join the circus. And I'm like, what is a circus, Kyle? Why can't you grow a beard, Kyle, and I can? So.
I understand. I don't mean to pry, but what did you see when you came in? I know it must have been very hectic, and she's like putting her hand on her shoulder. Not her shoulder.
I came in to swap my shift. I saw our dear farmer elephant, being surrounded, and Kyle just not doing his job. Fucking Kyle. Whew! And he was with the mayor over here, but I don't see them no more.
Azur like nods her head, and she's like mumbling something, but no one can exactly hear it.
I guess his shift's over, so I mean, if I wasn't being paid, I also wouldn't be here right now, if I'm being honest. But
Azur then promptly
Wait, the
says,
mayor's gone?
she's not beside me no more. The mayor and Kyle are gone.
Been caught up on for the last couple of days. And
That means Zolai's the mayor?
I'm still in the dark.
She won the fishing competition.
Do what?
I mean, I was on vacation, if I'm being completely honest. I just got back. I was in my hut. I just shut in and I kind of just read all day.
Oh, that's wonderful. Azur suddenly looks like she has sparkles in her eyes and she's like grabbing her shoulders. Oh, what lovely hobby. And she's like giggling to herself. Do you know any good libraries around here?
She says as she's drenched in the blood of her enemies.
She's just gonna look around sheepishly and be like, I bought these books from a traveler that I guess sometimes comes through. They're not per se black market books, but she's gonna look at the child-ish up and down and be like, they are not the books for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. And is there, like, you can see her just slowly, like, wince at herself, and she's, like, looks up to the sky, and she just, like, shakes her head rapidly. It looks to everyone like she's going crazy before she says, I'm so sorry. Let me catch you up to speed. And she says, my name's Azur Clothbane. Sorry, I can't remember my own name. Sorry. Me and a couple of others were in town for Ispin Greenshield's funeral, and we were attacked by some sort of magical creature. I'm still not sure what they were, but they turned Derek into stone for a little bit, but he's, as you can see, all right now. And then, of course, the Vogler Festival happened, and we were all very happy, but it turned out the mercenaries were trying to kill everyone. while many were killed, luckily most survived. And of the injured, most of them are healed now thanks to, and she looks at Alaria's owl, and him helping me heal a few people. It is very lucky that her owl has such strong magic. She like coughs to herself.
Oh, is that what that owl is over there?
Yeah, that's him. He's a lovely little familiar. We returned to
Can
summer.
it do the thing where it spins its heads fully around?
It does so.
Oh.
Wow. Also, I don't mean to intrude or like, be like a busybody. It's not even my job, but y'all have a license for magic?
Azura says, Alari does. Her owl gifted me some temporary magic. It's luckily legal in such situations to use a small amount, but...
Ooh, wait a minute. I need you to roll deception. And for Ginny to roll insight.
Yeah, lands on the Zer's shoulder.
Alright, you gotta beat a 9 to know that she's full of shit.
Or enjoy some aid.
Oh? Are you gonna aid her in this deception against this guard who tried to save your life?
Hmm?
Okay.
She also just doesn't really care. She's just trying to make small talk. She's not a police officer. She's just a guard. She just guards gates, right? She can't enforce anything.
Right? Alright. Azur, do another one because you have aid. So just roll deception again. Okay. Whatever she's saying, that makes sense.
Azura goes on to say. And then that man, and she tries to look around for the guy's corpse. It might have been removed from them. Oh, over with Zolai. And she points over to Zolai, who is surrounded, and points to the man who is on the horse, which is that guy.
Yeah, Zolai's just stacking up the bodies.
Yeah, she says, he came here and demanded that the entire village make room for a giant dragon army, he said. Insulted everyone, tried to kick Zolai, so Zolai pulled him down. And then everyone started attacking us, so we attacked back.
I see. I'm gonna crawl a little bit over to the man that put a sword up my ass. And he's dead, right?
Yeah, he's gone.
Where is the sword that he stabbed me with?
It's just laying there.
I don't care if he's dead. I'm defiling his corpse. It's going up his butt.
Okay. Everybody watches as this dwarf woman flips this guy onto his front side, grabs his sword that was in his hand, pries it from his cold dead hand, and rams it inside of him.
Like a sheath almost. It fits.
All the way to the hilt.
I'm sorry, child. I'm sorry. It had to be done. And she'll spit a little bit and there's a little blood. I was just trying to flip them off and they're just fucking touching my gate and touching my fucking elephant friend, and Kyle's not doing his
I'm hungry.
job. When I see him next time.
Azur, as she's saying this, you do see where her middle finger was detached from her, and you have a feeling that if she could hold it still, you could use the spell slot to mend that back on.
How late is it in the day?
We hate Kyle.
It's like noon.
I mean, if it's
Yeah,
a
just
switch
checking
shift, it'd be 4, wouldn't it?
It's back after this.
It'd be what?
I don't know if they're switching shifts. What time do people usually switch shifts at if they're guards? I don't know.
They do half a day, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're gonna go from midnight to noon. They do 12-hour shifts here.
One's dead, so...
Oh yeah, the other guard's dead over there. He was the nice one. Sam, he's gone.
Aw, Sam.
I never cared for him. He didn't. He would never switch shifts with me. She kind of looks like I'll learn him, but in my own
really
time.
sad about Sam.
Azura's looking around.
Once had a hot man shoved a sword up my butt. But
she's now fully studying this girl. I'm gonna quickly tell her. Give me a moment. I need to meditate. She says, and she like looks at Ilaria like, cover me, before going to pray.
Now, Zolai is a Goliath, so she's about 7.5 feet tall. She's like a muscle mommy, blue skin, dark braids. Her arms are fucking swole. So if you need somebody to shut those gates, you know they were training her to be like a knight, and so she's kind of a badass. She's covered in blood right now. She just went up there and killed a whole bunch of people.
All I want to do is see you turn into a giant woman. Giant woman. She's just gonna stare at the hot muscle mommy giant woman with like hard eyes, like, you know, her heart's thumping out of her chest, like, wow, who knew somebody could be that tall? Never seen a man that tall, let alone a woman.
Azura is now praying.
She's also blue, so.
Alaria's probably going to take the allotted time to utilize a ritual spell. Something that we get as elves. Detect magic.
Alright, well, detecting magic? I don't think you would detect any magic.
Because they had like flaming javelins and
that's a good
flaming swords, and they were really hard to hit. So she's just trying to inspect them for what's making these folks so damn beefy.
They've been, some of them had shields. They're also wearing scale mail, and then they have long swords, and it does seem like there's like some kind of cloth, and there's like a little oil that they can put on there. And then they also have javelins.
A little bit of what?
Oil. And just so they could like, it's oil. And
Wait.
yeah, it's nothing-
Wait.
Are refreshing.
Did you
Thanks
say-
scores on trials.
Say it again.
oil.
Okay.
That's not how
Arl.
he said it.
I think he said it right the first time. I don't know.
I did say it right the first time.
I have never
I believe in you,
ever
Brad.
heard you sound more country in my life.
The other day he said it and I didn't know what he was saying, and then it took me a second. So now I'm bullying
The
him.
only time I think he sounds country is when he says Ginny instead of Jenny. But I just think it's a new nickname for myself. And I like
Wait, when he says Ginny instead of Ginny?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
Well,
hear
you
the
just said the
difference
same
either,
thing
can
twice.
I knew you couldn't. We can't hear the
Say
difference.
it again?
Jenny.
Jenny?
Like Ginny Weasley instead of Jenny.
That's cute. Aw.
They're not all pronounced the same. They're pronounced differently?
Yeah, there's Jen and
But you're
Jin.
You're going more Jenny.
Yeah, you're going more like a Jin. But that's okay. I like
You know
it.
what? I've never noticed.
Wait, your name is like Genie? Like,
No,
like
Jen.
name
from
is
Aladdin?
Jen. My
Like,
name is
say-
Jen. Jen.
That's what I
like,
say.
But it sounds like
Ginny.
you guys are pronouncing it like a. Yeah, but it
Yeah,
sounds like you guys are saying it like an I. for some
You're
reason.
saying Ginny from Harry
It's
Potter.
okay. I love it.
You kind of have to say it more like an A. Pronounce the E like an A.
Like Jane? Like Janie?
Jan. Like you say and Jan.
And?
Jan.
Jan.
Almost
Like
like
you
a
said
Jan.
pen and pen.
Yeah, exactly. Pen and
Got
pen.
it.
Or like 10 and 10. One's like a metal, the other's a number.
But
Mhm, mhm.
yeah, Cute does that with my name too, with the E and Kendra. He goes Kendra, kind of.
Oh yeah.
I can't hear the difference between anything we've said. Pin, pin, tin, tin, well, well, well. Kendra, Kendra, Jenny, Jenny. It is just all the same.
I love
How are you my uncle?
Paul.
How come I got perfect pronunciation?
It's okay. I know what he means. You know.
No, I'm legitimately questioning. I've grown up with you all my life. How do I got good
You're
pronunciation?
pretending. You can't say the difference.
What do you mean?
Say
Yes,
it.
I can. It's Jen and Jenny.
Okay,
Pin
no,
and
here's a test.
pen.
Okay. The biggest mammal in the world, it lives in the ocean, is what?
A whale.
What do you drink out of? If you dug a hole, it would become a what?
A well.
If I heard you enunciate differently on purpose. if you're feeling sick, you're not feeling what? If you're sick, you're not feeling what?
Well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got good pronunciation.
What's the short form for William?
Will?
Okay.
Hmm?
Sounds pretty good to me. Apparently,
Apparently
I say house weird. So.
House?
It's okay. He's my dad too, and I didn't get the accent, so
That's true.
maybe one day.
Wait, how are we supposed to say house?
No. I've been made fun of for how I say house before. Like somebody said that I sound real Canadian when I say house.
You do sound really Canadian when you say house, because the way you just said it doesn't sound like the same word.
Sounds like you put a W in there.
House?
House.
Yeah. You definitely put like an extra U in there or something.
We put U's in our words. House.
Like HOUSE.
I hate to be that guy, but we are way off track, and I got Minecraft builds to do.
All right.
Yeah, guys.
We got 45 minutes left. I thought you were gonna like run through this so fast. We got so much to do. So much
You're
to
a liar. You know we would not run through this fast. Told you before.
Yeah, we are slowpokes. Where have you been?
Low.
What would you like to do? The last thing you heard, Mayor Raven was saying that y'all started a war, and she was freaking out, and now she's disappeared with Kyle. And the gates are wide open. There's blood everywhere.
Azur is praying to her god.
Zolai's gonna try to close the gates.
Athletics check. You're gonna need at least a 16. These things have not been closed in like 20 years.
Damn.
Wow. No, it's because of your rage, it gave you a 20.
Oh, nice.
Alright, let me take your rage off.
Oh, do I need to take my rage off?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll let you take the 20, but that's like the last thing you did with your rage.
Okay. Cool.
There we go. So what's the plan, Stan?
Gonna go find. Well, Alaria's gonna find the mayor or try and find him, and just gesture to the bad guys' bodies. Well, if ever we were to try and acquisition better gear for our own town's god, I suppose this would be the best opportunity. And then she starts hustling to whichever direction the mayor was last seen going.
I can't do anything because I'm still praying. I've been told nothing.
Okay, do a religion check. For
And
Azur.
also, and also, the owl will assist with any spell casting and arcane that may be cast. It'll be through me, so don't worry about it. And then she nods to the new dwarven lady, missing a finger, or unless you're trying to fix a finger, I guess.
Hey there, partner.
Did Azur ever try and reattach the finger?
I have not yet because I am talking to my god. I was planning to quickly ask my god a few questions and then reattach the finger, but I have not been answered.
Okay,
so
what's the question?
Will they be here before nightfall? The people attacking.
All right, you got a 23 on religion. You know this isn't like a super accountable, like they don't live in your head 24/7. This is really you kind of like, you kind of picture it as like your mind opening and it's like a beacon to a satellite in the sky and you're trying to ping a god, right? And so most of the time it's not going to work. 23, it's definitely going to work. And so you get an answer and it's the same as you had before. Evacuate now.
Ezra then proceeds to just yell to herself, "You're not telling me anything. We can't evacuate. There are too many people here and too many lives at stake. And I will get hunted down myself if I do anything. And I've picked this fight. I'm gonna fight
Before you can even finish your thought, it gets interrupted, and this cranky old man's voice comes up. It's like, you really gonna take that tone with a god? Look, I'll say it in more words then. Everyone in this town will be dead in 12 hours. Anything that remains. Get as many people out as you can. Make sure you leave.
Alright then.
We got
Ezra
about
kinda-
700, maybe 800 of what you just fought. You fought 5. There's 700 more coming.
Ezra then opens her eyes, and she's like looking around frantically. Ezra then proceeds to approach just about everyone she can, and she's just frantically like tapping them on the shoulder and whispering in their ear, "We have to leave as soon as possible," before she gets to the dwarven woman. And she says, "There are... How many people do you think in this town?"
You see, that's not my strong suit. So there's me, Kyle. There was Sam. It looks like Sam's like, he's not doing so good. There's the elephant. She's a really nice farmer. If you have any time, if things don't go to like shit, she makes some really delicious pie. And honestly, you don't even have to pay her for it. She just like trades for like goods. It's so kind. She's so kind. She works so hard. And tears well up. She's such a hard worker. Oh, there's the mayor. Kyle. She spits a little bit when she says his name. So at least those, probably at least a dozen more if I had to guess. If I'm being honest, I just go to and from my guard post.
Sorry. She tries to interrupt her, and she's like, do you mean Hubert? And she points to Hubert.
Oh, my elephant don't cook nothing.
That's your elephant?
It's my elephant.
Maybe I'm mistaken another elephant. If I'm being honest, I guard this. I go home, eat, work out a little, and she'll like show off her little. She'll try to like flex. There is no muscle to be flexed. Just gonna say. I go home, I work out, I read, and then I come back. I don't really socialize with. I socialize sometimes, but I don't know. She just had all the baked goods. And it was a story Kyle fucking told me. And of course, Kyle's a liar. And isn't here to fucking back me up.
I think Kyle just meant Hubert. And then she I'm gonna sound crazy, but then again, I've sounded crazy for everything. There's too many of those coming to reasonably stay here. Do you think we can evacuate everyone?
You could try. I don't know how keen folks are gonna be that a fight ensued once y'all showed up, and now you're telling them to leave their homes.
The mayor was here originally. If we can get the story straight, and she's like mumbling this, maybe we can convince everyone to leave. But if not,
Darrett like rubs the back of his head, and he's just kind of thinking out loud. He's like, "Well, if we gotta go, I don't think nobody's gonna listen to us at all. But maybe the mayor. We have to get the mayor. She could get everybody to leave. I don't know how we could leave though. This is the only exit to town." And he points at the gate that Zolai just like closed shut, and it's like this is gonna take an effort.
Are we on a port?
Oh yeah, can't we take a boat? I used to know this captain.
You can also crawl over this. It's not that hard.
I mean, it's like
scale it.
It's 25 feet tall, and there's probably 400 people in town that we'd have to get out.
We have that big of a population.
Didn't they once get an ark and put a whole bunch of people and animals in it?
Well, you know most about boats, Hubert, so you probably could figure it out.
Yeah, we should go try to find Jason Waterfalls and all the other boater peoples and get them to get us out of here.
All right,
Motor
I'll
on
go do
out.
that with you.
Oh, okay.
So who's going to the mayor and who's going to see Jason Waterfalls?
Mate, you're bringing Darrett with me to go talk to yourself?
I didn't think it all the way through. He's just best friends with Hubert and would go where he goes.
Okay.
I'm guarding my gate.
Zora has like a light bulb go off in her head. Winifred, is that how you pronounce your name? I'm sorry, I'm terrible with pronunciation. And she
Winifred, but you can call me Burly Beard.
Winifred, could you let us know if someone comes at the gate? Since you're guarding it and there are 2 towers.
I'll yell so loud. I'll yell so freaking loud. I'm not sure. Do you want smoke signals?
Let me check with Ilaria. If we can get her familiar to alert us along with you, then we can get you and the familiar out, and then no one has to get hurt. Hopefully, no one.
I was gonna say I could burn the bodies if you wanted. Make a smoke signal.
Actually, she says, I do have another favor to ask, and she's like doing the thing where you touch the side of your face and you're like scratching a little. Could you? How do I nicely say this? Strip the bodies? We don't have good armor here. But if we manage to get our hands on the armor they're wearing, and someone like Zolai wore it...
You want me to violate the corpses more than I already have? Well, absolutely. She'll hop to it. A chance to put this guy in his fucking place even in the afterlife? Absolutely.
That's actually a good idea. They have good armor. Does anybody even wear skill, Mel? I believe that's a medium armor. I know you can, Azur.
Oh, I can?
I
just realized they could probably
think so.
their camp. Wait a minute.
I know Hubert can.
Can he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Let's look at your proficiencies, your armor proficiencies. This is a medium armor. It gives 14 plus a max of 2 dexterity. But it has a disadvantage for stealth. It's very loud.
It sounds Hubert-like.
Azur is now going to Ilaria. Ilaria, before you go off, could we use the familiar to check when they arrive? The army that's supposedly coming.
I can only be in contact with it within a certain range. But it can report back to me if it does see something. It is intelligent enough, yes?
Okay. We should only be inside the town. So, if it's here and just warns us when the people arrive, we can still go talk to the mayor and figure out how to get everyone out. Israel claps her hands together.
Well, that was the idea. We have not a lot of time. He said they would be here in 8 hours.
It's delicious schools on trial.
Perhaps a little bit longer since their envoys have been dispatched. But that's not a lot of time to evacuate a lot of people. Well... And she thinks for a second. And thinks about how quickly we managed to get people out of town from the Fisherman Festival. If we can organize it quickly, we can get them out.
If we had a boat, we could probably get them out. From what I know, Hubert and his friend are going to see if they can find a boat. And then I suppose we just make the backup plan for if they don't find the boat.
Well, if he was getting a boat, that would be optimal. But we still have to work out a plan with the mayor. As you see, Ilaria's just like already saddled up on this horse.
I think I'll stay here and help tend to the wounded and have essentially a mini base. If something happens, I'll make sure to tell you.
So, do you not require assistance of the bird?
The bird can see farther.
What was that?
But my thought is, if I stay in this area, I can also help protect any immediate threats or hold them off extra. But if not, I can also come with you to talk to the mayor.
How about this? I'll have the bird do rounds every couple of minutes. It will come back within range, report to me, and I'll just keep sending it out.
That works perfectly. And Azura like nods her head and then goes to talk to Zolai. Hey, in case no one noticed, DM, you're muted.
Yeah, I was fixing character sheets. I gave you and Hubert some chainmail. Zolai, do you want chainmail?
No.
It would give you better AC. You would have 16 AC instead of 14. But
Yeah, but I have certain advantages to being unarmored, so
yeah,
I'll just
that's what I was
stay
gonna
that
say.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, you tell
can
him.
ask if
Ooh,
I
I have to
want it.
defend myself. Ooh.
Well, Hubert, you can
Muscle
take it
mommy,
off
you
if
tell
you
him.
need to.
I mean, she is larger than like everyone we've run across, so.
I think that's everybody who could actually use it. Sorcerer and rogue can't. I don't think.
Not without a feat.
Ooh, I'm gonna put Darrett in it, and then he's gonna have disadvantage on every single thing he does. I guess we can ask
No,
first.
there's
Darrett's just
the humor. They're the hero from the bunny rabbit.
right. Okay, so how are we splitting this up? How are we moving?
Azura's gonna stay at the gate. I don't know where Zolai is going, and I remember Hubert and Derek were going to go look for Jason Waterfalls, and then
Zolai's
no,
going to look for
Azura's
the mayor.
going with sorry, no.
All right, so we're splitting it 3 ways. Got it. So
I see
Azure.
those people creeping up.
Yeah, I see him
I'm
too, but
happy.
you don't see him in character. There's a giant wall between you. All right, so Azure and Winnie are gonna stay here. Hubert, Darrett, Ed are headed to find Jason Waterfalls. You two are headed to the mayor, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll fast forward.
And birds reporting back to me every couple minutes for people approaching or whatever.
All right, we'll just move this down here so that you're not here anymore. Okay. Who wants to go first?
Jason Waterfalls. Go for it. Be
All
right.
right. Actually, I'm gonna BRB too, but first let me switch our map to Vogler so that Hubert, Darrett, and Ed can head towards Jason. I'll be right back.
Want to take a bio break?
Yeah, bio break.
I'm gonna be right back too.
Nice to meet you. I'm RP.
Are things supposed to be quiet right now, or did my internet cut out?
Everybody went for a bio break.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back. Who all is here? A boot. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the Steven Universe memes. You know, me and Nito have Steven Universe tattoos, right?
I know, that's why I had to sing it too. I know it's, what is it? Isn't it
I have a ruby.
Pearl and
she has a
garnet?
sapphire. And then it just says made of
But
love.
Pearl and Garnet make the giant woman, right?
Yeah.
Right? Wow. Wow. Do you have the Steven Universe shirt? Like a star shirt?
I have 2 Greg Universe shirts. It's the black one with the stars on it and the sleeves cut off. And then I have like one that says Mr. Universe on it. And then we have another one that says let me drive my van into your heart. And I also have a hoodie that has Steven Universe on it too.
The Giant Woman song? Wasn't that Amethyst and Pearl?
Is it Amethyst and Pearl?
Gosh.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think you might be right.
Because they weren't getting along, but then they fuse and they do, right?
Yeah.
Because Pearl's dancing all like nicely and adequately with her ballet, and then what is it? Amethyst is just like shaking her little booty.
I love Amethyst. Is Kendra back?
Kendra. Oh, pardon me. Mommy. She's not back.
Alright, Nito's here and Alaria's here, so we'll skip to their scene. And I'll put a little raven on it so everybody can see. Alright, Mayor's home. Right here. Leap. Kyle here, right here. I guess we could just drag and drop and that would update the health, right?
Who's the cute old fella?
Did Derek come with us to the mayor's place?
No, I just haven't gotten rid of everything yet. Also, my game's like froze.
The music stopped, and that's how I can tell if my headset, if I like go a certain angle, all sound stops. And all of a sudden the music stopped, and I was like, oh god, it's broken. But we're fine. It's starting up again.
Everything's loading so slowly. Internet speed test. Yeah. It's like going up and down. How do you have Derek on? Oh, you're on the main map. Yeah, I haven't even got to there yet. Okay. So, Alaria. Zolai. And then the Raven. And then we bring our ribbon. Alright. This load? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every time the music freezes, it just freaks me out. I like purposely have my head at like a 45-degree angle.
I paused and played a different set. Okay. So you're at the mayor's house. What do you want to do? You could see her inside, like, through the window. Let me close the door. And she's just pacing back and forth. And then she's with Kyle.
Knock, knock, knock.
Kyle opens the door. Yo, what's up?
Oh, hey, Kyle.
Hey.
Long time no see.
What do you mean? We just saw each other like 20 minutes ago.
Yep, that's the point. And then she'll just walk in.
Sorry. Sorry. He just sits down on this bench by the door. I had to guard the mayor. It's like priority, so...
And you were doing your job wonderfully.
Hey, he got
Despite
me
what-
out of there after that dwarven woman yelled at him to do something.
That is what Kyle is assigned to do.
Somebody remind me, we need to give her a raise.
I'll do my best. So,
Oh, this house.
I'm sure you're aware of the situation. Mm-hmm. And, I'm guessing you're aware that we need to get people out of town.
Well, that's one response, right? Here's another thing we could do since y'all just started a war. What if we write them a letter and we invite them to town and we say, enjoy our hospitality. Everything that happened was just a big misunderstanding.
Alternatively, you think they're going to be that understanding? We had it on good authority that they weren't really going to hold their word anyway.
Well, how do you figure that?
Well, we have people who are very insightful.
Well, so just going off somebody's intuitions.
Would you rather go off of someone's intuition than hope for the best?
I'd rather
And
hope for the
that they don't-
best. We just lost about half the town in the battle of Halffield.
And do you think those soldiers coming through here are going to give a damn about the townsfolk while they are here?
You can hear a voice from the kitchen. she's right. They're not gonna just come peacefully. If you surrender to them, they're gonna take advantage. And this is Zolai. This is a voice you recognize as Becklin. She kind of shares a look with you. I think we need to speak privately.
Zolai nods and follows her.
You gotta talk louder, Nito.
So Zolai would just nod and follow her.
All right, she goes
Yeah.
outside. But yeah, you're very, 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 very quiet.
And I'm guessing Becklin was specifically motioning to Zolai, not Alara.
Yeah, Becklin's like
Okay.
basically her boss. She's teaching her to become a knight. Zolai is her squire.
Okay.
So it's kind of splitting the conversation a little bit. So Raven's pacing back and forth, and she's freaking out, and Becklin's gonna confront you. If I can find the page that I had this. Give me just a second. I have so much stuff wrote down. All right, so as you're outside, she says, "Now, I did get a message from Cudgel earlier, and she's informed me of a very, very large encampment to the west, thousands strong. And we'd already heard about some war and an unstoppable army that's in the east. I believe these soldiers, these dragon army soldiers, Cudgel's reported correctly, I think they're part of that greater force. I think what we have here is just a fraction. They have tens of thousands, if not 100. I've lived in Vogler for decades, and I know its people are not soldiers, and they would need weeks of training and hundreds more professional soldiers to stand a chance against any conflict. We can't stay here. I think our best bet is to follow the river to the safety of Kalaman."
How far away is Galaman?
Kalaman. It's no more than 2 or 3 days on a river. People go to the capital all the time.
What is the best way to gather the town folk?
I don't know. We definitely don't have enough boats to carry everyone. Make a history check real quick. Mm-hmm. You know it's the capital city. That's about it. That's all you really know.
I was gonna say I've never heard her talk about it before.
So Kalaman is the capital of the Solamnic province. That's, Solamnia, Knights of Solamnia. This is the Solamnic province, which is a part of a place called Nightland. You don't know what it looks like. You don't know the rulers. You don't know anything about it, really. Just think big castle, Kalaman.
Should I stay here? She kind of gestures to her blue skin.
Wait, you're asking if you should stay here? Sorry, your microphone is the quietest it's ever been in your whole life.
Yes, should I stay here?
No, the opposite. I need you to convince the mayor that we have to evacuate every single person, and then also come up with a way to evacuate them, knowing we don't have enough ships. We definitely can't go through land. We're gonna have to go through the water. And then I'm gonna need you to defend people while on these ships and to take them to Kalaman and tell them of what's happened. I'm gonna meet with Cudgel and Jayev, her lieutenant. They said there was a small group of people who were part of Gorgonas's little whatever. They captured them, and they've been questioning them, and they're being paid by this army. So I'm gonna join them, and we're gonna try to bolster a defense outside of Vogler, while you all try to evacuate the town. But you're gonna have to convince the mayor because everyone listens to her.
You want me to convince the mayor because you think that I have...
Can I hold on? I gotta
some
look at your
sway?
microphone. I'll be right back.
Okay, can we hear me better now?
Yes! 1,000 times better.
Apparently my microphone was flipped backwards, so that's fun.
Yeah, like because she has a headset microphone, and it was like it needed to be twisted just a little bit. Okay. Where were we?
So you want me to convince the mayor? Do you think I have some sort of sway?
I don't know what sway you have. I've given her my opinion, and diplomacy is not my strong suit, and I have to leave right away. I also need you to do me another favor.
What?
Ispin was right to call all of you and your allies friends, and I'm glad that I've had the chance to do the same. And she kind of puts her hand on your shoulder, but she has to, like, even though she's like the knight, you're so much taller than her, she has to kind of like reach up, right? And she says, I have a box under my bed, and it's for Darrett. If you could deliver that to him. I do have to go. I'm going to meet up with Cudgel, and we're going to stop this. Hopefully, they'll see what mercenaries we have left with the Vogler militia put together, and they'll assume that it's just a fraction of what we have in town, and this could detour them. But if it doesn't, you won't have anyone here except for a handful of guards to protect you. So you're going to have to make sure that everybody gets evacuated.
Consider it done.
And she gives like a little nod. And then she doesn't walk. She fucking runs. And that gives you this this sense of urgency of like, oh, she expects things to happen right away. And she is running. Hold on. We're rewinding back in time. So while they were outside, what is Alaria saying to Mayor Raven?
Well, there was a whole the question of intuition and It sounds she seems pretty apprehensive against the idea. Well, so you think that saying, "Oh, we're sorry, please take everything," is enough to keep the people here safe?
Alright, well now you're just saying it like that to make it sound stupid. What I'm saying is we write them a cordial letter. Dear leaders of the red and black, whoever you are, with the funky symbols. We just want to offer you beds and food and breakfast and hope you have a great time at Bogler and that you come back soon. Love, the mayor.
So you assume, like I said, you assume that even on those grounds they're going to treat this town with dignity and respect. They won't take anything
Nice to
and
meet you.
everything in their
Get
path.
off here.
They won't leave the people here to starve because their numbers are so great. You assume that they won't kick people out of their houses, and who's to say they won't burn this place to the ground as soon as they leave?
As you're saying this, behind you from the bench, you hear a voice just say, well, now somebody's just being a negative Nelly. I think the mayor has a great plan.
And then she'll turn to Kyle. If you act on thinking things are going to go well when things go horribly wrong, then you end up dead. Right, Kyle?
Are you talking about Sam?
She nods.
Yeah, Sam was terrible with the bow and arrow. I don't know why he got so close to that cliff. You'd think further out would be better. But what can you do?
And if Sam made that mistake, who's to assume that other folks in the town don't overstep their bounds?
Well, we'll just tell them not to shoot. We'll go around collecting everybody's weapons so that they can't accidentally hit nobody.
And you trust that they would?
So what are you suggesting? Because to me it looked like they came to talk to us, and then, you know, no offense to Zolai out there, she pulled a man off his horse, and then Ed killed him. And so we've started a war that we can't possibly win.
She shakes her head. They didn't come to talk. They came to take. Just understand the difference. First and foremost.
All right,
Secondly,
Sorry, keep
That's
going so I can
Zolai.
come in.
and secondly, as I had said before, you know, they weren't coming to have a cordial conversation. They were coming to occupy, to take, and with people of that persuasion, with what I've been able to gather of information, they are not merciful.
How about this? And she looks up at Zolai. You're the Fisher King. Or what was it? The Kingfin. Sorry. You're the Kingfin. What's your opinion on all this?
I believe I'm the Kingfisher.
It was Kingfin.
Huh?
It was Kingfin.
It was Kingpin?
Finn.
You tell him. You put him in his place. Oh, you're both saying the
Yes.
same thing.
As the Kingfin. No, not even as the Kingfin. As a member of the guard protecting this town, I have to advise you to evacuate immediately.
And Ilaria does like holding hands up, like, see? She doesn't say it, but just like holding
We got
hands
word
up in her
from
direction.
Our scouts that the army that is marching towards this place is vast, bigger than we could have imagined. We will all die if we do not leave this place.
And do you want to die, Kyle?
Kyle
I thought not.
fumbles a cigarette out of his breast pocket, and he puts it between his lips as he's trying to look cool, and he's like searching around for a match, but he can't find one.
You know what? Let's see. Hold on. Let me check. Do I have a cantrip for this? Prestidigitation, can I let it fire with that?
I think you can. I think it's small ones, right? But I'm pretty sure you can with prestidigitation. Fire play. You instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. We're playing into this. So he puts a cigarette and he has it like in his lips and he's looking for like a light.
Mm-hmm.
And Laria just reaches out and snaps her fingers and there's a flame on her thumb and she lights it for him. Just to help him look cool.
As you do that, he inhales, right? And then he squints a little bit and he nods and he says, Mayor, they're right. Alright, Ilaria, make a persuasion check and you get advantage, but it's very important that you make this check. You need to get a 15.
I'm a guidance my posterior region off then.
This is with the
Persuasion.
assistance of Zolai and Kyle. Persuasion.
And
You
then
need
I
a
roll it
15.
again.
Mm-hmm.
And then
You need to get a 3 on your guidance. Oh.
can I use my inspiration to
If you
re-roll
want.
one
Yep.
of those?
Please do.
Alright. Let's try this again. Persuasion. What?
Oh,
Do I
no.
re-roll the guidance to? I don't know.
I'll let you re-roll the guidance since you used inspiration for it. Oh, you're so lucky. All right. As you're stating your case on essentially trying to figure out how to evacuate 200 to 400 people within the span of like 5 hours is what you're trying to do, which is like an impossible feat. We'll just have to see the result of that persuasion check next week because it's 10 o'clock and this is where we're ending.
Yeah, that's why I was looking for an excuse to use inspiration because I think we're getting close to having everybody with one.
I
So
think everybody has one. Yeah. All right. Voting for inspiration. Who wants to start?
I vote for
Not
the
it.
butt stabber.
You vote for the butt stabber. Okay.
Hmm The second one, not the first one.
The second one. Okay. So that's one.
And Juniper.
I vote for Miss Julie.
Aw.
Aw.
One for Juniper, one for Winifred, one for Azur. Azur, who do you vote for?
Who said me, by the way?
Hmm?
Who said me? I have the candy cane in my mouth. Sorry.
Jenny.
Your adopted Canadian sister.
Hold on, I'm sure there's a better way to say it. I gotta look in the open chat. Hold on. I can't see the difference. Jen and Jen.
I like how you say my name.
Jen.
You're saying the same thing.
Sorry.
Stop! I don't like that.
Why?
Keep it southern.
Jen.
No, that sounds creepy.
You gotta say it like Forrest Gump. Jedi.
Jenny.
Don't
No.
do it like that, please.
No.
I have childhood trauma related to that. Please don't.
Sorry. All right. Azur, who you vote for?
My adopted sister, of course.
Okay, that's 2 for Winifred. Ilaria.
I'd say Winnie because got a finger chopped off and
Yeah.
promptly reattached.
Moon, the bad
And-
guys, died for it. Died for, like, I would not have targeted her if she wasn't being such a brat down there. It's like, all right, somebody's got to stop this dwarf.
I too am voting for the mooning. I thought it was inspired.
All right, well,
You're on
then
my
Winifred
page.
gets,
Wow.
you get an inspiration, and then since you have access to the Roll20 now, if you'd like to make your real character, this one was hobbled together very quickly. I don't even know what it can do. Not much. It's like dwarf, rogue, thief, guard.
It could moon a guy
It can moon.
and lose a finger, and then get a
Mhm,
finger
mhm.
reattached, and then stab a guy in the posterior region with his own sword, Oh yeah, and then strip him naked.
And I'll do it again.
Yeah,
I think we should be proud that I didn't cut off anybody's feet this time.
Yeah, it's
I
not
am.
feet anymore. It's now just
Do I want to know?
butt stabbings. Oh, all.
I didn't
for
know
cold
Herringarn
beer.
were rabbit people. And I cut off their feet after we fought them. But it was in the Feywild, so one of them came back to life and saw all of his friends' feet cut off. And then he died again. And again. 3 times? But it was
Yeah.
like Greg the Thrice Reborn.
Yeah.
Okay.
He played last like 2 weeks ago. He played in a like a Christmas special for us, and he played like a little
You cut
elf
off
who
Santa?
became
Oh.
Santa Claus.
You cut off Santa Claus's friend's feet, bro.
And I collected them. Like the Avengers jewels. Like the Infinity Stones.
Perfection.
Mhm.
All right. Well, you can add inspiration to this sheet, but if you make another character, you just switch it over to that one. And then this little dwarf can just stay at the guard post. Thanks for playing. I think we're done.
Goodbye.
Thanks for
I'm gonna go
having
live
me.
in Minecraft for several hours.
Good night, my
No,
child.
good
Good night, my brother. Or my
Party on,
sister,
Wayne.
not child. Oh. Wayne's World reference. Oh. Played by Canadian Mike Myers. Wow.
Because usually you go to bed before we're done.
I'm impressed that you got that reference. Oh.